Welcome everyone to Roll for Damage. We have for you today the very first episode of our new game, The Scales Above, with the returning crew from the Ruffians. If you haven't seen them before, I want to introduce to you Sean. Say hi.
Hey everybody, my name's Sean.
What do you do on the internet?
On the internet, I do many things, but primarily I am the dungeon master over at the Paradise RPG streaming channel, where we play every Monday nights in our own actual play long-term campaign that's been going for over 50 episodes now. We're actually celebrating our 1-year anniversary streaming in general, but also for the campaign next week on Monday. So check us out there. You can find me all over the internet also at Odo_Sean, which you can see on the screen there. Thanks.
And we have Sroby.
That's me. Hi, everybody. I'm Shannon. I am also at Paradise RPG. Over there, I play a rogue named Scarlet. I love her. But tonight, I will be playing a barbarian. I also love her. Cannot wait for you to meet her. You can find me at S1E01 on everything. I do Advantage Paradise. I mod for Sean on his Relaxing in Paradise. And I'm one half of the Tim Shannon Power Hour on Sundays. So come hang out with us.
We also have with us Whistle.
Hi, I'm Whistle from the channel Whistle While You Work, where I tell stories of my D&D adventures and draw whatever fun D&D stuff comes to mind. And today I'll be playing Little Miss Nia Arian, who I can't wait for you guys to meet.
And from the Wonders and Blunders podcast, we have Turbo Andrew, also known as
Mike Farty. Hi, I'm the DM for Wonders and Blunders. We're like a weird horror comedy family adventure D&D podcast. It's too many words to describe it, but if you listen to it, it'll make sense. You can find me on Twitter at Mike Farty, but probably better to follow at Wonder and Blunder because Evan runs our social media and is much more active than me.
All right, and lastly, returning with us for the probably 100th game, we have Agent Number 1.
Oh, at least. My name is Agent Number 1, or Kieran. I'm part of the Wonders and Blunders crew, and I'm also been on Roll for Damage in a bunch of games. And you can also find me on Twitch at my own channel, twitch.tv, Agent Number 1.
Thank you for finishing as I was drinking my coffee. Tonight, we would like to once again thank the amazing Brepai for the stellar artwork that she's provided for our characters, which you can see on the screen right now. There is Nia Arian. You can find a link to her website in the panels below. She also has a webcomic called Refuge, which is great, really, really good if you kind of like sort of horror stuff. She's really good at it. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Dungeon Fog, who are working on their new update project Deos from their recent Kickstarter. It is scheduled for release on the 15th of October, and you can go to dungeonfog.com for more info. Dungeon Fog is a map-making program that we use to make a lot of the maps here on the channel. They have a great product. You should really check it out. Our other sponsor is... Nope, not them. I have the wrong text here. Hero Forge. The Hero Forge, who have just released their Hero Forge 2.0 with all the color tools. They got that off a Kickstarter recently. I backed it. It was great. I've been messing with those tools for a few months now, and we do have some videos coming up of all these fine people making their characters for this game. So they will be up on our YouTube fairly soon. We're just in the middle of editing them. They're definitely worth checking out, and the links are in the panels below. All right, then we have a few things prepared for you before we get into session 1 of The Scales Above. So roll the clips, Veg.
My name is Sloan. I was raised in the North on stories of writing and war. I grew up to be one of the greatest fighters in my tribe, but it did not feel right. I tried to tell them that I did not want to fight, but then something bad happened on my last raid. I don't remember it well, because I woke up on a riverbank. That is where I found Auric, and we have been together ever since.
name's Nia. I'm 20, though everyone keeps assuming I'm a child. I guess I can be a little naive and trusting, but really it's just rude to assume. I'm a mage. Or, well, a mage in training, but I left that all behind. My family isn't too happy about it, though. I've been trying to find my friend, Aaron. I really hope he's okay.
Well, howdy. My name's Leaf. I've done some bad things in the past. And, well, I don't know you quite well enough to tell you about them. What I can tell you is that I've got an eye for gold and a terrible knack for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. But hey, a bad luck streak can only last so long. Right?
All right. Sorry, we went live and I didn't realize I was too busy watching my own stream to see the cool things we'd done. The other thing we do have is, I believe I'll have to ask Veg, our producer, about it. Do we have the Hero Forge ad up today? Unfortunately not. Okay, cool. We'll have that up probably either on YouTube or ready for next session. All right, let's get into session 1 of the Scales Above. So the designated leader of the party is Leaf. So in a moment, I'll get him to do the recap. But as a quick overview from myself, this game is based off the Rise of Tiamat campaign book, but it is, or an adventure module, but it's set in my own world and it's not directly following that story. It's kind of adjacent, looking in on the events. So Leaf, you want to do a recap for us?
Well, I am I've been proclaimed the leader, but I think a leader is only as strong as his strongest members, and knowing what they're good at, I think, and being able to delegate is what makes a true leader. So I'm going to delegate this task to Shelby, who takes notes.
Well, all right then. All right, so this is for our first little half of the adventure that we did offline. So first, we all met up in a tavern, as you normally do in D&D. We quickly took a job to go after a cult called The Burning, where they were doing a lot of terrible things, including killing a town. And apparently had a weird demon thing that they summoned. So we eventually come across a town called Ankrum. We get in with the mayor. Some shenanigans happen where I totally didn't walk into a cage. And we ended up kind of nuking that town and getting in a lot of trouble when we were attacked by the very namesake of the cult, The Burning. We have learned several things. Sloane loves her creme brulees. Leaf has lost an arm. And we've also might have made criminals of ourselves in another town. After Auric may have crushed people with a gate by accident. So far, we are trying to get in on the Fantasy UN meeting discussing the mass genocide of dragons. It's been about 5 to 6 years since dragons have reappeared in the world, and they don't really have a really great reputation. We all have our own reasons for going to a town called Duskfall. I believe that's the town we're actually heading to right now to catch a boat. And hopefully we don't destroy this town too. Tell me if I missed anything, DM.
There's a few little bits that I'll cover in just a sec, but does anyone want to fill in anything else that was perhaps missed? Or are you happy with that, everyone?
I'm happy with that. I think that was great.
That seems pretty good.
All right. So the town you're heading to by boat, it will be called is Duskfall. That is where the Council of Lords is taking place. But you're heading just to a very small seaside town at the moment called Melissa. And we're going to start this off with you all on the road to this town. You sort of crest a hill, approaching the town, and you can see that it is a fairly sort of large but sprawled out town. Perhaps 1,500 people live there. Judging by what you can see, be fishermen, carpenters, miners, maybe a few traders and farmers as well. The wharf is lively, even from this distance, filled with boats and ships of all sizes. There's verdant green pastures stretching from the town's outer edge northward, with cattle and other livestock sort of just milling about, and the rising sun golden fields of crops glow in the light. You can see a caravan of brightly colored carts is leaving the town. You seem to have just missed some sort of festival.
Oh.
So you're on the road. What do you guys want to do? Want to chat at all?
Chat? Because I think we have a lot to chat about.
Well, it's been a bit of a complicated journey to get here, to say the slightest. But I think we're all agreed we have to leave this place as soon as we can.
Why does everywhere we go end up with a lot of people getting hurt?
Well, Nia, you'll notice there is quite a fair bit of magic involved. Tends to be a bit of the root of most of the problems that are plaguing this world at any given time. Some play with it a bit more flippantly than others, as I shoot and side eye at Auric.
Yeah, Auric does not look up. He's just as per usual in his books, but he will kind of speak up at that point. Well, of course, Nia, we understand that, as Saros has said, we have a tremendous amount of power around us. And as I told you some days ago, sometimes there are some accidents when you do so. I'll say
Was it an accident to drop your hammer on the mayor's head?
Oh,
He was
no,
scared.
that was...
He didn't do anything.
You may recall the large burning demon we fought in that town.
Of course I do.
The demon that he employed to work as his diviner. The demon and the mayor.
You mean the demon that tricked him into employing as his diviner?
More often than not in my travels, I find that when people make pacts with demons, it is for their own foolish reasons.
I'm not sure he made a pact with it, though. The way he spoke to me when I was in the cell, he was convinced that we were the cult. Why would he make a pact with the burning and then accuse us of being the cult?
That'd be a great way for us to not suspect him of anything, and looks like it worked on you. Can someone tie my sleeve up? I hate having a floppy sleeve.
Come here, I will do it.
Thank you,
and I will tie up the
Well, you
sleeve.
see, Nia, you see some out there do not see much of a difference between pacts with demons and pacts with celestials and gods of all sorts, as Auric will then shoot a glare over at Saros.
I don't think you're getting what I'm saying. I don't think that I was locked up because the mayor was in on it. I think that the demon told him something because he recognized what I was. And I'd be able to see right through him if I tried. I don't think that man deserved to die.
I am not the one who gets to decide who lives and dies. I simply follow the will of the gods, Nia. They are, well, in my experience, never wrong.
I don't know about that.
I mean, to be fair, Saros, you don't give him much of a chance to be wrong, do you?
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Yes, I agree with that.
I believe that when they have made their pacts, their decisions, their choice to reach beyond their means and deal with creatures such as that, they have had their second chance already.
At this point, you find yourself approaching the gate, and you're perhaps a bit too close to carrying this conversation unheard. The town guards, one each side, one of them waves cheerily to you, motions you to come through the gate, saying, "You just missed the festival. Not all the traders are gone, though, and you might be able to find something interesting still on the North Pier, if that is what you're here for." No?
Well, of course we won't say no to some leftover traders from a festival. What festival did we just miss? Tell me it wasn't fun. It was like the most boring festival that ever came to this town, hey?
It is. We have a yearly circus that comes through town. It's not a special day or nothing. It's just they decided to come through about this time every year.
What's a circus?
Really?
Yes, I
okay.
would like to know as well.
Never seen one.
The guy is just a bit shocked and sort of looks to Leaf and he's like a bit taken aback by the cat man. And then
and Leaf is like has stopped looking at the guard altogether and is turned around with his hands on his hips and he's like, "You all never seen a circus?
What?
You haven't lived. They do. Oh my God! They come in. They're doing flips. They flying around. They've got fire shooting out of their mouths. It's incredible."
Oh, I would very much like to see this circus.
Yeah, that sounds really fun.
Well, it just the cards that passed you on the way here, they are gone. They're heading to the capital, unless you want to go that way.
No steps backwards. You know what I mean? We're on a path to destiny.
Maybe next time.
Understood. Are you staying in town, or are you planning to leave?
Leave
Well, we should
first boat out if we can.
Okay, I think there are 2 boats leaving in the morning. There's the on the north side of the dock, a old freighter is going to pick up fish on the northern coast of Mörterheim and bring it back to Duskfall after a month or so. They got themselves a newly trained iceman to keep it all cold. The other one is this very, very small boat, a bit weird. Only one person on it. It's called the Equidistant Dancer. I have no idea of his plans.
And when you say weird, what do you mean by that?
Well, it is I don't understand how the man apparently has been pretty much everywhere and is a single man on a boat on these seas. And is a trader of lots of different things. And on top of that, his eyes are a bit odd. He's one violet, one red.
Well, should be easy to spot then.
Name?
If they are both leaving in the morning, so if you are looking to stay, there I think might be vacancies in the Falling Star. It's a bit rough, but it's on the far side of town by the docks. It's a noisy place right next to the fighting pits, but it's cheap. And if
We
you
can do rough.
looks over to Sloane, I believe you.
Did you say where the weird fellow was going on his journey tomorrow morning?
No. I have no idea where he is going, just that he is here and he has signed on to the town master that he's going to be leaving on tomorrow.
How long did you say the North Side Freighter's voyage was?
A couple of months probably. It has to go haul fish.
Maybe it's best we
talk to the man with the smaller boat then.
Yeah, it sounds a lot warmer as well. Thank you very much for your help, my friend. I mean, what should we see you around again? Maybe we can buy a drink, learn something about what goes on in these parts. Something fun to do.
Oh, of course. If you do end up staying at the Falling Star, and he's quite young. He's about 20 years old, so he sort of seems like a bit happy to just like automatically have made friends to his mind with these people who come to town. If you're staying at the Falling Star, I could stop by after my shift, and if you are there, I'm sure we could shout around.
Sounds fun.
Sounds
You
perfect.
know where to find us.
And just sort of nods you through, smiles, and moves because there are people behind you. So he's like, see you later. And you move on into town. As you pass through the gate, though, Sloan, you feel the small bag on your hip all of a sudden feel like something places into it. And sort of, you just feel that shift in weight.
I just feel the outside of it. What does it feel like?
Feels like there's a small, round, flat dessert in there.
I'm just gonna take that out. I'm going to open it and see the creme brulee on the inside, and I'm going to take it out, look at it. It is going to be a good day.
Huh?
All right. So, where do you guys want to go first?
Falling Star sounds good.
All right.
Would be good to
Making
get our
sure.
accommodations sorted.
Either that or maybe making sure we actually have supplies this time before we end up getting in trouble again.
Right. Nia brings up a good point. We should locate a trade district of some sort. If we're going to be spending some time on the sea, it would not be advised to go unprepared.
Or closes his book and looks to the party and says, well, we should also ensure that we confirm where this weird fellow is traveling to before we decide which ship to take tomorrow morning.
I would also like to see his two different color eyes. I've never seen that before.
Sloan, I would very much like to examine that bag you have there that produces creme brulees at some point, purely for scientific study.
You won't break it?
Oh, I promise I won't break it. If anything, I will improve it.
All right then.
All right.
So where to first?
Where to first?
Well, I'd
The
say
inn?
let's drop our stuff off at the inn, and then our friend back there said that there's all sorts of traders and stuff around the port, so that's two birds with one stone, I think.
Important question, are we still traveling with Chestnut and Smokey, our lovable two horses?
You are.
Excellent. Okay, I just needed to
I'm
make
so
sure
glad
that we
they're
were
still alive.
on wagon.
It's a miracle they are.
We have
Right, so-
two horses.
Yes, you do.
They're
Do you
a
want
lot
to
of fun.
describe the horses that you so love?
I'd love to describe the horses. That's why I'm bringing it up.
You're the best.
We have two horses. One is named Chestnut. He is stubborn and very difficult to rein in. The other is Smokey. The only thing we know about Smokey is that Smokey loves food. So whenever we feed it, we get some advantages to get them to do what they want, which is proven to be difficult thus far in the campaign.
Fair. I'm sure we've frightened the hell out of them with what we've been doing.
Okay. So you guys will be moving through the town, and it's quite a nice, cheery little town. It's so far on the eastern end of Etredale that it's more or less untouched by the war that's been raging here for hundreds of years on the western side of the mountain range. So everyone's happy, they smile and wave, and they're kind of trying to see if they've got anything in your cart that is for trade. As you move down to the docks, you see that there is a stable down there where there's a bunch of horses that do seem like they're going to be getting ready to go onto the boats. And you can see a tavern at the far end, more like an inn, and it's got a sort of star-shaped, like a comet sign, and it's hanging from a chain, and it sort of just moves in the wind. That would be the falling star.
Well, I guess we found the inn.
We to saddle up the horses and get them taken care of. If you would like to get us some rooms, Leaf.
Sure thing. Yeah, I'll take care of that.
All right. So Leaf goes walking into the inn and sees that there's about, at the moment, being early morning, there's about 10 people in the bar area. 4 or 5 are just drunk asleep on tables. The others are just waking up from being drunk asleep on the tables and ordering greasy breakfasts. But there is sort of a very, very large sort of, looks like he would have been some sort of soldier in his early life, just built huge, but over the course of his, now not being a soldier and working in a bar has kind of filled out somewhat.
Are my
So-
muscles bigger?
Now, yes.
Excellent.
He's like, hi.
Howdy.
You drink, food, or sleep?
Sleep, but later. We're looking for some
alright.
rooms maybe for the night, hoping to catch a boat tomorrow morning.
He's just staring at you. He's like,
Yeah, it's a lot to take in. Take your time. It's okay.
and
I Leaf like spins in a circle to show off the whole deal.
what? That your tail?
Is that what you're going right to? Just that you're gonna judge me on my tail? What is that look, mister?
It's just so small.
Well, let's see yours then.
Oh, it's very, it's very fluffy.
It's too early in the
this
game for this.
is sorry. So who else actually walked in here?
Nia probably would have trailed after Leaf, to be honest.
Yep.
Okay.
Sloan just kept going with group.
So Sloane's. So just to be sure, it's Leaf and Nia are in there. Saros is stabling the horses. Auric probably is still just sitting in the cart reading.
100%. You read my mind. I didn't even realize anyone left the cart.
So there's a bit of an even split here. Sloane, do you want to be with Leaf in the tavern, or do you want to be with the others?
I will start walking into the tavern, but then realizing that Arik didn't follow, I'll go back and make sure that he gets off the cart. Or I'll just wait. I'll just stand by the cart and wait till he realizes that we're not there anymore.
You're going to be waiting a while.
She's used to it.
So the innkeeper sort of looks down to you. One room, double bed.
Oh, no,
You
no.
were
We got
pointing
more
to Nia?
outside. How many rooms you got available?
I think we got 3.
Well, we'll take them.
So it looks at his little register. Yeah, we got 3. There's 2 rooms with 2 singles and 1 room with a double.
Okay.
And he just
we'll-
starts staring at you again.
And I
Nia's just, like,
wave in
watching.
front of his face.
Look, I've never
Nia's just
seen,
like watching back and forth between these two. Just like,
I've never, I've never seen a cat man before.
Well,
Were you born this way, or did like a wizard do it?
not a
Very
wizard.
nice
I kissed a
question.
witch on the lips.
Oh.
Be real
That's
careful with
bad.
that.
Wait, really?
I
So
did
just
it
not the
twice.
lips then.
Yeah, on the cheek is fine.
All right.
No kissing on the lips. First time you do it, they turn you into a cat. The second time, when he points at his missing arm, they take your arm.
That's just rude. All right.
oh god, I'm
it's.
sorry about that.
I'm sorry, mate. He just pours like an ale, like puts a for your luck. On the house. So 3 rooms. It's just gonna be an half silver each night. So if it's just a one night.
Hopefully, but maybe we'll extend if necessary.
You want food with that?
Oh, we love to eat.
All right. So breakfast then and dinner.
But yeah, you do this all in advance.
Yeah, it just makes it easier. I can plan what the hell's going on for the day. Do you need like kibble?
You're a joy. I take just about anything you got.
All right. Well, food included. It'll just be 2 silver pieces.
All right. And then he hands it over.
And you get the keys, and you sort of just get like a wooden stamped token for the 3 rooms to get food as well. And then as you turn around, you hear the door push open as he walks through. You don't believe I see it's a fucking walking cat. It talks and everything as he like walks through the kitchen.
And I grab the ale and just turn around, like shaking my head, and then notice that Nia is there and be like, and then just hand her the ale and then walk outside with the keys.
Nia just kind of looks down at it, puts it back up on the bar, and walks out.
As you do that, since the bartender's not there, like you've pretty much put it down, and you go to turn around, and someone's already on the way, like take it and just like starts drinking quietly at the bar.
You can have it.
And you walk away. Grumpy patron at 9 in the morning. All right, so you all meet up outside at the stables.
Yeah,
Is
if I
that
come
really
out
how
with
you got
the
turned into
keys.
a cat? Leaf, is
Oh,
that really
sort
how
of.
you got turned into a cat?
No, Nia, you're gonna hear a lot of stories about how I turned into a cat. It's gonna be up to you to figure out which one is true.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you were lying about that one, but I just thought I'd make sure.
Yeah, this one I'll give you for free. That one was a lie. But from now on, you better keep track, because one of them's gonna be true.
All right. So at the stables.
We're all set then.
Yeah, rooms, meals, all taken care of. Saros, I think me and you are going to be sharing a bed, but
Wouldn't be the first time.
no, I'll curl up at the foot of it as usual.
Nia just really looks between you two, like, oh, I didn't know you two were like that.
But yeah, and I guess Saros kind of looks down and is like, don't get the wrong ideas. We've simply been traveling for a long time, and frankly, we've had stranger bedfellows than each other.
True enough.
She just is nodding.
So I'll kind of distribute keys and food tokens.
Food tokens, yeah.
Thank you.
What do we do with these?
I guess we trade them in for meals.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming he just wants us to give it back during meal times, so he knows that we've paid already.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's in that moment that Auric just closes his book while sitting in the cart and sits up and goes, inscription's done for the day. What are we doing? Takes the key and the token. Trust that we've got proper accommodations. And Saros, you were about to say something. Where are we going to next?
One problem solved. Shall we find this iridescent dancer and its strange captain?
I thought the iridescent dancer was the old fritter.
Did I get it right?
Did I write
Iridescent
it
Dancer is
down?
the small ship with the weird man.
Oh, I wrote it down wrong. Sorry.
1 point for people who don't take notes, and 1 point down for those who do.
This is all just an experiment.
Discuss the same question tomorrow, and we'll see who wins.
This is the only one I'm gonna get, so I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, no, you got that.
All right.
I was
So
distracted.
I guess how many? You said there's like two boats in the harbor, or 2 boats leaving. How many boats are in the harbor?
There's
itself?
a good like 15, 20 boats just all anchored off a bit.
Okay.
And they seem to be taking rowboats in and out. It's pretty active as things move around. There's warehouses being used all the time. But the Iridescent Dancer and that big freighter, which you can smell the fish smell coming off from here, probably hasn't been cleaned down fairly well in a while, are both docked on the, dock. So the Iridescent Dancer is a very small ship, dark wood, with a the figurehead of it has a sort of silvered color to it, where the light hits it and it sort of changes a little bit, like it's not a solid metal, like slightly see-through as the light sort of refracts off it different ways. And you can see that below the waterline is a just massive, vicious-looking ram.
Does it look like a military boat? Is it like reinforced? No. Okay.
It's very polished to a shine. He's keeps his boat looking very nice and clean. Just one small single sail, which is right now filled up to the top, and the material looks dark and heavy.
Well, it will be cramped if he even lets us on board.
I'd take cramped space over a space that is freezing cold and smells like fish.
Agreed.
And we do want to get there in a certain time. I think the old freighter will take too long. I think the meeting will have already happened.
Do you walk up the gangplank towards the boat to see if there's anyone there, or are you just going to sort of look at it from the shoreline for a while?
Auric is, for sure. Not to try to talk to the man, but to inspect the boat, since it seems so out of place.
Someone needs to go with him. He's going to get hurt.
I will go.
No, wait, no. Let's see what happens.
As you walk up the gangplank, Auric, as you take your first step onto the boat proper, you almost feel like you're pushing through a invisible skin, like some barrier. It's not hard, not massively resistant, but you just sort of feel that feel of giving as you step on. And as you approach, you had seen that there's like a lawn chair with a man just lounged on it, and he's just got a small glass with something in it, like a little umbrella, and he's just sipping it.
Yeah, Auric I would pause at the invisible skin once stepping through it for a moment. I must take note of that, and then take a moment. Like he takes a moment before he'll actually look at the man and approach him, just sort of examining the sails to see peculiar fabric for that, possibly clean deck, and then he'll come to the man and he'll step up and just stand in front of him, like waiting for him to say something, just very hands behind his back, properly looking down at the man sitting in the chair, just waiting for him to salutations,
Yeah, man puts his glass down, stands up, hello there. I'm Jakob, captain of the Iridescent Dancer.
Are you not sure?
Hi. No, I'm not sure why you're here. You're on my boat? This is my boat. It is. Yep, it's my boat.
And Auric is very confused at this, not having perfect understanding of boundaries, and he just sort of looks around, his ears kind of twitching a little. Well, of course it's your boat. That's why I'm here, to talk to the captain of this boat.
Well, that's me, the captain of this boat.
Well, then let's talk.
We are talking. So Yako is about 5 foot 10 inch tall, elven figure, light purple gray skin with heterochromatic eyes, one red and one violet. He has brilliant fiery red hair that he wears shorn close on the sides, but a long mane that sort of just falls on the side of his head while it's not tied. He does seem to have a sort of friendly, joking attitude. It just seems emanate from him. A man that takes nothing seriously, but holds himself with the poise and balance of a skilled fighter.
Okay. Auric I would respond, sort of proud in that moment, like, yes, we are engaging in discourse now. I have engaged socially. And go ahead.
From your attitude, I'd say style, yes, maybe.
Right you are, my friend. I'm here because I was told upon entering into the town that you will be leaving tomorrow morning, and I was curious as to where your destination was.
Oh, I'm heading to Duskfall, picking up a friend. Do you need passage?
Serendipitous.
Is that why you're here?
Absolutely. And then he'll kind of, Oric will be like, oh, this is the easiest a conversation's gone in my whole life. And he'll look back to the rest of the group now with like a slight smile on his face and just sort of nod them to come over.
Doesn't look like anything has gone wrong yet.
Nia's
I am
already gone. She's already
concerned.
He bends over, picks up his drink, throws it back, and just throws the glass off the side of the boat, picks up the lawn chair, throws it off the side of the boat, and as it sort of passes the skin, it just disappears. He sort of rolls his shoulders. Well, welcome to the Iridescent Dancer. I don't usually transport people. There's usually talk of pay, right? Tell you what.
Well, I'll leave that to the cats to talk. I'll leave that to the cat to talk. And I'll immediately, Oric will immediately just walk up and just start to like examine the empty air where he believes the skin to be.
Yeah, so she's
Nia's already coming up on the boat.
yeah, he's just like.
All right, so Yakko sort of moves to the edge of the boat, tying up his hair, motions you guys to come up. I was told Tabaxi's leading here. Catman to talk to me.
Well, howdy.
Howdy. This is the part where you converse. You want something.
Sorry, what did he tell you? I am not agreeing to anything that he has talked to you about until I know what it is.
We're talking about payments. I tried to tell him. He told me not to talk to him. To talk to you. He's not good at social things. I don't know if any of you are really given this, but how?
I'm sorry. I didn't want to get into a deal. I wasn't sure what he had said. You're heading to Duskfall?
Yeah, Duskfall. Picking up a friend. I don't usually transport people, but if you want transportation, I think that maybe we just go with something easy.
I love easy.
Yeah, I'm sure easy loves you too, man. Look, if you tell me why you want to go, we'll consider that payment. It's just I don't have a lot of people on the boat. Conversation, provide dinner, lodgings. I probably have the fastest boat in the Northern Hemisphere. I keep calling her a boat. It's more of a ship, I guess, but it's quick.
It's a beautiful ship. I mean, we are. I think we all have our own reasons. So I mean, you're going to get 5 stories, which is maybe exciting for you.
How long do you have a time frame for which you need to be there?
As quickly as possible. I mean, if you're picking up a friend, do you have any stops planned along the way, or?
Doesn't really bother me. I mean, I meant to transport something to someone, but they can wait. If you need to be somewhere, usual travel time just by the winds and the currents. 2 weeks.
Do we have a date for this meeting? On the papers that we stole from the mayor?
It just said soon.
That outlined that meetings would be taking place. But yeah, it just said soon for the most part. If you were in, it's kind of like one of those things, if you're in the know, you would know. Yes, if I can work a few things, 2-3 days, if you need it quick.
2 or 3 days? Down from 2 weeks?
She's kind of special.
Well, very special indeed, Oric says from behind as he's still examining.
Well, I mean, Oh no, go ahead, Sloan.
When she sees Auric putting his hand through and taking it back and just doing that with the barrier, she's going to go up and do the same thing. What is it?
Wait. Auric just looks at her and says, I'm uncertain. I will certainly be having a long discussion with this sailor here about how his ship is so enchanted.
All right. So he's like, well, I do have to grab a few things. They should be coming in tonight. You happy to wait one night?
We've already got our lodging sorted. We're happy to leave first thing in the morning if that's good for you.
That's fine by me. Do you need your own rooms on the ship, or you're going to share?
It kind of turns around.
We've been sharing a wagon for the last few weeks. I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, we can fit in. How many rooms are in this? I'm just like, look, I can't get the geography of it.
Tell you what, leave. I'll take you for a bit of a tour. Leave your friends up here. Enjoy the fresh air. If you need drinks, door at the back. You'll see, well, a ladder.
I would like to come on this tour if I may as well.
Sure, but okay, no problem. Is it just you two coming? All right, cool. So,
Stay here.
Sometimes it is better not to know.
Auric and Leaf go with the captain through. So you know, you got the flat deck, and then it sort of goes up to where the wheel usually be. You go through a door under that part, and as you go through, immediately to the left is another door that wasn't there on the outside. So you go through, he closes that, he locks it. He's like, just you guys are, you will see. And he opens the door, and there is a hallway with about 10 rooms per side. And there's another door at the far end.
This is a very special boat. Ship, sorry. Ship.
Magnificent, really.
It did cost me a little bit to set up, but yes, it is.
Is this your doing? Or is this something you purchased?
No. I looked after a special man a man of wealth and power, and he paid me well.
How long have you had this vessel?
120 years.
He was an elf, I forgot.
So,
or works like
each of the rooms either side has it's like I can set it to be a master bedroom. It'll have places to sit, eat. If you need a window to look out over the ocean, that's fine too. I have on the other side of the boat enough room to stable 10 horses, and if you go down below deck through the cargo area, there is enough to, well, fit several tons of materials.
Well, I think we can see now why you don't require gold from us.
Yeah, I'm pretty good in that department.
Well, I mean, we have spent a long time on a cart. I mean, if it's just as simple as a wave of a hand, I mean, we would take separate rooms if it's not trouble to you. But I don't want to ask you for anything more. You're already doing us quite a kindness.
He puts his hand on the wood of the boat. He's like, my lovely, if you could do the favor for these people and just help them out. And you hear a slight creak, and it's all set. Rooms either side, ready for you.
Sloan was right. This is a good day.
I have so many questions. But I suppose we have other things to take care of.
And a long journey ahead of us to ask all of them, I think.
That is true.
Well, I'll go back to my important business of day drinking, and I'll see you all tomorrow morning.
Perfect.
Certainly.
He will sort of walk down, and he just sort of opens a door and lets you kind of have a look in, and then says, just make sure when you leave the hallway, close it. Close the door. Doesn't usually... If you leave it open, someone goes in and closes it, it really only likes to listen to me, and someone could get stuck for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand that for sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right.
You
so-
reference your ship as if it's an individual. Is there some sort of sentience going on along with this spatial anomaly?
Tell you what. When we have a discussion tomorrow night over dinner, I'll tell you everything you want to know.
Certainly.
All right. Well, as I said, drinking calls. See you later. And he moves out the hallway and just seems to open like a door that he said was a room, reach inside, and just come out with a cocktail and leaves.
I want this boat in real life.
It's effectively
Right?
just a massive fucking room of requirement.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yes.
thinking of. Yeah.
I'm honestly just glad we met
love
someone
it.
that's nice. Okay.
Do we see him when he steps out? Do we see him walking back to the docks, or did he go somewhere else?
No, he pretty much just goes to the gets on the deck, and then he's probably going to come out of the door, move up, and then he just like lounges on the figurehead. I can't remember what it's called now, the rail there, and just sort of lays down there with his leg dangling over the side, drinking in the sun at 9:30 in the morning.
So many alcoholics.
Yeah,
All right.
Oric would probably just be walking out with Leaf, just muttering under his breath, like, such manipulation of the physics of the material plane and spatial anomalies.
And
It's
over
beautiful.
him, Leaf just yells to everybody else, like, "Man, this boat is crazy."
Yes.
Do,
It,
do we have a ride?
Yeah, we're good. We're good to go. I mean, we're gonna get our own rooms. I mean, we're gonna get there way faster and way less smelly than that barge.
Oh, that's amazing.
And we negotiated a fair price.
Yeah, I mean, all we have to do is tell them why we're going over there.
When you see the interior of this vessel, you'll understand that this man has no need for gold whatsoever. So he seems, from my understanding, and I can commiserate, he seems struck with ennui, a little bit existentially bored is what it looks like. So he just requires to know some interesting stories about us.
That's a fair price. I mean,
That's-
it's not really going to
sounds
cost us
fair for me.
anything.
Yeah, so
All right.
We're a little
everyone think of
short
food.
on change anyway.
Which reminds me, did we split up the... I don't think we ever split up the 400 gold we found in that vault. Or that.
Did we find 400 or did we find 15? I wrote down 15.
Yeah, we
15
only found
gold?
15 gold. Yeah,
15
yeah, that's all.
gold on
That's all that was.
the-
Was that
On
off the
the
mayor's
mayor.
corpse?
Yeah,
Yes, no, I understand, Agent. It was definitely only 15 gold. Nia gets 3 gold, everyone else between them.
334. No, we didn't split that up. I'll do the math and message everyone.
Cool.
But yeah, it's still early morning. Maybe by the time you guys have all gathered and had a look around the boat, it'll be 10:30. And you can decide what you wish to do with your day. There are merchants on the dock. There seems to be 3, like there's 6 stalls, but they're in like pairs.
Would I be able, while we're kind of looking around, merchants, to ask around if anybody fitting Aaron's description has been through here in the last month?
You can definitely go down and ask.
I'd like to.
Okay, so as you walk down the gangplank and you start moving past the stalls, you've got a human male with weapons out in front of him, and his sort of partner there is you just see like a tuft of hair moving between desks and things. A very small person there. There is a very, very almost onyx-skinned female there who has bright glowing eyes of sort of like radiant gold as she moves around. Her partner is a just fucking jacked orc male, about 8.5 feet tall.
Mhm.
And then there's two more. There's a dwarf and moon elf couple that are at the end who seem to be chatting.
So one of them seems to be peddling weapons. What about the other two?
The other two, the Asmar and orc together, seem to have like sort of necklaces and sort of magical supplies, like small component pouches and staves and that sort of thing. The ones at the end have bolts of cloth, dresses and furs, and that's on the moon elf woman's side, and the dwarven male tends to have like jewelry, trinkets, and small clockwork things.
I think I'm going to ask weapons first, because I think that's probably the most likely person out of all three of them.
All right. So as you approach, you see he's a tall, well-built man with scars over both forearms and one on the left side of his forehead, marring his otherwise attractive features. He has sort of light brown blonde hair with streaks of silver running through it. He's got sort of like loose brown woolen pants and a cream shirt, which is pulled over a barrel chest. He's a big boy. Well, he looks like a fairly sort of hard man with a hard life. There's just, his eyes show a smile. So as you approach, he sort of looks to you. Howdy, anything I can do for you?
Yes, I'm so sorry to bother you. I'm looking for someone, you see, and I think he may have passed through here recently, and I just wanted to know if you've seen, he's a younger Goliath man in tattered sailor's clothes, with a bandana, red bandana tied around his head.
I haven't seen any homeless Goliaths around, no?
All right. Thank you anyway. Sorry to bother you.
Is there a name? Anything are you staying in town? I could ask around.
Yes, I'm staying at the it's called the Falling Star, right? Yeah, it's called the Falling Star. I'm staying at the Falling Star. My name is
brave.
Me and my friends are staying there.
I hope their dance out bigger than you.
I can handle myself.
Okay. Your parents around?
And it begins.
No, it's just me. I've been on my own for a while now. I don't really need my parents around.
Okay. All right. If your friend's in need of anything, I got. My name's Varn. Sell weapons. I got a bit of armor, but things you might need. And my buddy here is Upate. Little halfling over there. Potions, perfumes, that sort of things. Tinctures.
Okay. Thank you. I actually think one of my friends might be interested. So I'll let them know. Thank you anyway.
And she
no problem.
Kind of trots off, just a little bit deflated.
Okay.
I think the last vendor she'll probably go to.
The one with all the jewelry and clothes and stuff?
The one with the furs. I think so.
Do you want to talk to the dwarven male or the moon elf woman?
Whichever one I guess acknowledges first.
Okay. As you approach, The elf turns to you with like heavy lidded eyes that show like a deep black color. She has very pale skin tinged with blue and just brilliant silver hair. She turns to you and like her green dress sort of like fans out, and you can see that it's just layers of different greens edged in gold thread. Hello. How we? Can I help you at all?
Yes, I'm so sorry to bother you. I'm looking for someone, you see, and I think he may have passed through here fairly recently. I was hoping you may have seen him. He's a younger Goliath man in tattered sailing clothes with a red bandana around his head.
I've seen lots of sailors, dear, but not a Goliath.
Oh, all right. Thank you anyway. Sorry to bother you.
You don't need any? And she sort of like starts showing clothes, dresses and things.
I'm sorry, the chat. Oh, I think I'm all right. I'm just trying to look for where I think he might have been. Sorry.
Okay. Sort of like moves away. Like, okay.
Yeah, she just, I guess she's done, I guess. Nobody. So she'll head back because we don't have like a freaking ledger of what we need or like a list of what we need. She just went off to talk to people.
Okay.
It sounds like our boat is pretty well supplied, so I don't know that we actually need anything anymore.
I mean, we probably should have things just in case another town blows up.
Auric will certainly look to purchase some components so he can reconstruct his familiar.
All right. So, do all of you go on a little bit of a shopping spree?
Everybody but Nia, I guess.
Can't hear what Sloane's saying right now.
Can't hear you for some reason, Shannon.
Sorry, I thought I hit my unmute button, but I didn't. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Sloan will tag along behind Auric as he's going around getting his components.
All right. So, Auric, you walk down and you're going towards the component vendors.
Yes.
So the female is an Asima, and she seems to be slowly packing away some things, and the orc male is just immensely broad-shouldered, packed with muscle, has a blacksmithing hammer on his hip. You can see that it has a ruined head, and as you come closer, it just sort of like pulses slightly and glows for like dimming again. Around his neck, he's got a talismanic pouch that you can sort of smell different herbs coming from, and on either side is like small bird bones. His skin is sort of a browny burnt orange with this just wild mane of dark hair that he's got a hood pulled up over most of it, which is a hood of like a dark cloth jerkin. For all his like obvious size and strength, he moves pretty delicately, like very carefully picking things up, examining them, and moving around.
Okay. Auric would step up and maybe not as long as I did for Yako, but he'll kind of stare a little bit, looking around, getting slightly distracted by each of the things he might see, staring maybe at the blacksmith hammer a little bit too long, before kind of shaking his head and looking up at the orc and saying, "Blessed day, friend. I'm looking to purchase some goods to utilize in some rituals, particularly those to bring a creature into this world of the familiar sort, herbs, incense, those sort of things. Would you have those in your vendor? You seem to have quite an array of interesting goods."
Yes, I do. We have many, many items. Exactly what do you need?
Well, exactly what I need is I am looking to spend and acquire 50 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs in order for a particular ritual.
Yes, I have all of that here. Is that all?
Well, I suppose it would be a foolish thing not to ask if you have anything of interest beyond the simple components for most spell work. Do you have anything interesting that may have come in recently?
He sort of looks around, seeing what's like left out, hasn't been packed away. Not a whole lot. Most has been packed on the ship.
Oh, understandable, friend. There's a peculiar and very interesting blacksmith hammer you have there. I've noticed it pulses with some sort of energy. Might I inquire what sort of enchantments you've placed upon it?
I was a runesmith a long time ago. I have moved towards the shamanic traditions, but I kept my hammer. You are obviously some variety of arcane caster. My hammer draws in ambient magic. Probably felt your approach.
Well, certainly a useful tool for someone who sells magical components.
Yes, it is useful. If you do need something else, my wife, Seely, she does have some small talismans. They don't last forever, generally one use. She does give out blessings, so...
Blessings?
Yes, she is a cleric.
Of course. Devotion to something, always. Well, I will at the very least be happy to purchase from you the 50 gold pieces worth of components, and I'll see what your wife has to offer.
Okay. So he sort of bags up the 50 gold pieces of items, puts it aside. You don't have any other spells that you need components for. I do have most of the standard things, and if I don't, the jeweler at the end sells loose stones.
At the moment, I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be just fine with these components for now. Thank you.
Okay. He packs it up and talks to his wife. Comes back. She's a little busy. If you know what you want, I can get her to cast the blessing. But she wants to continue work.
Well, do you know what sort of blessing she offers?
She has a ritual ceremony that she can do to help you. It usually lasts a week. She can, usually it's a once a day, once per day, not per customer, thing that she can cast a spell that is just a blessing, but it'll last one full week instead of the usual. I think she said it lasts an hour normally. It is taxing. That would be all she could do today.
Well, I would hate to tax your wife too much today, so I think I'll be all set. Sloan, is there anything that you're interested in? With the blessings, perhaps?
No, but do you have any creme brulees?
No. I sell magical supplies at the occasional item. Creme
They seem magical
brulees.
to me, so I thought I'd ask.
She turns to you, or what exactly is she talking about here?
I guess all I'll say is, could you point us in the direction of a sweet shop, if there is one in this town?
This town, no, there was a cart left at about 7 o'clock this morning.
She's a bit of a... she likes her sweets, we'll just say. And she's not as accustomed to these sort of marketplaces. I think we are all set for today, so it was a pleasure to meet you and your wife and take a look at your magical goods. Thank you for the components.
Thank you for your patronage. Sort of goes back to help pack up with his wife. All right. I think now is a pretty good time to take a small break. So after this, if anyone else wants to go shopping, they can do shopping. But until then, we'll see you all in about 5 to 10 minutes. Go down the line. Wave.
My name is Sloan. I was raised in the north on stories of writing and war. I grew up to be one of the greatest fighters in my tribe, but it did not feel right. I tried to tell them that I did not want to fight, but then something bad happened on my last raid. I don't remember it well, because I woke up on a riverbank. That is where I found Ulrich, and we have been together ever since.
Hello, my name's Nia. I'm 20, though everyone keeps assuming I'm a child. I guess I can be a little naive and trusting, but really it's just rude to assume. I'm a mage. Or, well, a mage in training, but I left that all behind. My family isn't too happy about it, though. I've been trying to find my friend, Aaron. I really hope he's okay.
Well, howdy. My name's Leaf. I've done some bad things in the past. And, well, I don't know you quite well enough to tell you about them. What I can tell you is that I've got an eye for gold and a terrible knack for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. But hey, a bad luck streak can only last so long. Right?
Hi guys, and welcome back to Roll for Damage. Tonight we are playing The Scales Above, a homebrew D&D game that is sort of being we're adjacent to the Rise of Tiamat adventure module, is how I like to put it. We have with us tonight some wonderful people. This is us returning from the break. So far they have come into town, met a polite French guard, wandered through town a little bit, got some rooms, met a magic boat, bought a few things from the vendors, and now they're deciding what to do for the rest of the day, with it being about lunch right now. So, guys,
Where
I think
are
while they've
they?
been
Oh, go ahead, Saros.
Oh, I was just gonna say, while they've been shopping, I think Saros has just been hanging out in the inn. He's kind of enjoyed this brief little bit of peace and quiet. He's happy to have a good meal because we've been on the road for a couple of weeks, I think, getting to this city. And I don't know that anyone in the party really knows how to cook. I'm looking around. No.
No.
Okay.
If
They're
Aura
all
could, he'd just
terrible
eat
cooks.
celery for the rest of his life.
Yeah, no. I don't know how Nia survived this long.
I can cook hunted food.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what we were doing because we didn't have supplies.
oh, I'm going to point out one thing that I had forgotten to mention at the start of the session. So we have two bars at the bottom of the screen. One is the hero bar, right? If whenever you guys donate things to help the players, which we have a bunch of things in the panels you can look at, that bar fills up. Anytime it goes through 25% of it, they get what's called a hero coin, which they can use to either barter with me, going, I want to spend X amount of coins to do a thing, and the most they can get is 5. The guaranteed things they can do is they can spend 2 coins to gain advantage on a skill check, they can spend 4 coins to automatically succeed in a skill check, or 5 coins can be sacrificed to their god to gain a piety point, as we're using the piety points from this book, the Mythic Odysseys of Theros. So there should be probably lots of that because you get some super powerful stuff. So that's how that does. Every DM has their own capstone for it, or a boon as we call it. That one's mine. The other one is the Harrow Bar, which is, think of it like karma. When you help the players so much, eventually the DM gets to be like, haha, my turn. So it's usually just a cool story thing or like a crazy combat. In other games, we've had deck of many thing cards just drawn every time it fills up. So this is usually a lot of fun, and the players, I don't know if they really get a kick out of it, but they tend to have a good time with the actual events. I think it's usually a point of fear more than anything, but it's usually a lot of fun.
Don't ever fill that bar.
Fill the bar. Worth it.
One of us has already lost an arm. Please don't fill that bar.
You can donate whatever you want to. Anything you donate, anything for the channel fills the Harrow bar. Unless you specifically, if you donate to the players, that fills the hero bar. It's all in the... Our producer Veg will type it into the chat to let you guys know. But moving right along, so we've got Saros sitting in the tavern, just watching and having a quiet day, a nice lunch, finally getting a good meal with the money he's earned.
Yeah, I think I'm also just trying to keep a low profile and get an idea of what's going on. Obviously, I'm really suspicious about going into any town. We're on the run. Oric just murdered a ton of guards in the last town we were on, and in the town before that. So, just I want to keep a low profile and make sure that nobody really knows who we are. Because so far we've shown up and we've been like,
on Oric.
Oh yeah, it's all been him.
I definitely have the highest kill count, I think. A lot of broken eggs for this omelet.
Yeah.
And the omelet's burnt.
So, what would you guys like to do? There is a board up in the inn, by the way, that says the fighting pit's open at 4 out back. You got a couple hours to kill.
Okay. I want to do that when it becomes time.
Oh, are you going to fight in the pits tonight, Sloan?
If there is room, could use a little exercise.
The innkeeper's sort of like watching you like look at the board. Can you read, Sloan? So you're just seeing two, like a little drawing of like two guys shaping up, and you're just like looking at it, and I guess someone's gonna
Oric would go up to her and resume.
I know.
Yeah,
that
he would point to words and say, "Now sound this one out, one letter at a time. You know this." He's pointing at the word fighting.
Yeah. Okay. I recognize the ing at the end that says ing.
Good. Yes, that's right. Now, what does the sort of half arch with the line through it? What letter is that?
That's an F.
Yes, very good. Very good. Now, can you sound out the whole word?
I don't remember what the other letters are.
Well, there's only one other letter in here that's different from the other ones. And that's this little line with the little swoop. You know, it's the...
This is so funny because this is what I do for a living, is teach people to read.
The bartender walks up like, are you gonna fight? What?
That is the word fighting.
Oric looks very disappointed at the man. You've ruined my lesson.
I'm sorry. Are you fighting then? You look a bit scrawny.
No, he doesn't fight. He just watches.
I'm no brigand.
Oh, all right. Well, it's a gold coin entry, but you can also bet on yourself, and people can earn good coin. So if you want, we've got a few people in. Now it's meant to be to knock out, but on occasion, people die. So just be aware that happens. Also, sort of looks around. If you do want to fight a bit, harder, at midnight we have the real fights.
So these are the fake fights?
Looks to Auric. Yes. Well, you really fight, but there's more rules. After midnight, it's just, weapons and whatever it takes to win.
So are there weapons in the fake fights?
No, just your fists.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes, I think.
Are you? Wait, which one are you seeing? Sorry, fist fight, or like you gotta cut some people? You got a big fucking sword on your back, so I thought you.
Well, do we have time for both, or should I just pick one?
Oh, you can be in both. Don't bother me.
Sloan, we have until tomorrow morning if you wish to just get some aggression out, perhaps fists, but if you're looking to shed blood, it's all the same.
I don't know if I want to do that, but so let's try the fist first and see how I feel after that.
All right. Well, the fist fights, they're great. Town guards sometimes jump in. We got people coming from around the place to throw hands at each other. But if you are worried about hurting people after dark, night, after midnight, really dull bastards anyway. So it tends to be the rougher, less nice people that show up to that. So don't feel too bad if you happen to hurt them.
Oh, but they are still people, yes?
Yeah, that's correct.
Trying to say about you participating in a fight like that.
Well, I suppose, Sloan, it is up to you if you wish to fight with just fists or with weapons. And as we've talked about before, you can control yourself a little bit. You don't have to kill them at the end of the fight.
That's right. We did talk.
I know you don't want to do that, but
No, I don't.
Regardless, it's all the same.
Well, then maybe I shouldn't do it at all.
Well, if you want to get a little aggression out, perhaps that's good before we are going to go on a long sea voyage. We'll be cramped up. Well, not cramped up. We'll be enjoying fine rooms, but think about it.
Okay. Oh, look. And she'll point to the word gold. That is the letter G.
Yes,
Aww.
yes. Can you say the word? Well, let's not get too
I don't think I need it anymore. But if you do want to join fights, let me know. Obviously, you're more of dark and the big dangerous ones, but it's up to you. If you come by past dinner, by the way, there's a fucking cat man staying with us. Me and a few boys got to ask him some questions.
Oh, we know him. He's our,
really?
Yes, he's our friend.
Can you come by at dinner and help us learn about why witches turn people into cats? Please?
Certainly, always happy to help educate.
Oh,
those
thank you so
rabbits.
much. All right.
Sloan looks very confused.
I'm gonna. Right, bye, and just like walks away. Like starts like talking to different people. Like the cat and friends coming tonight. It's gonna be great. And he just walks around to different people.
Is there any way I can get the innkeeper's attention? Because I want to ask him something.
You weren't in there at the time, or were you?
I thought that if I finished my stuff at the market, I would have come back to the inn. Because I
All right.
imagine that's where we're reconvening.
All right, so he sort of, you sort of walk in. Is it at some point, maybe before or after this? Hello.
Hi. I have a question, actually.
Is it about your pet cat?
He's not my pet, he's my friend.
That's what pets are, love.
He's a person. He's not a pet.
I mean, he's a person pet, but sure.
God damn it. I wanted to know who would be the best person to talk to in this town about interesting folk coming in.
Look, you're a bit young to be messing with like black market and stuff. What are you talking about?
I'm not talking about a black market. I'm just looking for my friend. He went missing, and I thought he might have come from here.
If he's missing, well, is he into some shady stuff? Because I mean, I might be able to get a few of my folks find out. But if you, well, I guess the town's guard also know about shady stuff, but they're less likely to actually.
He wouldn't have gone to the town guard.
Well, no, but if he got caught doing said shady stuff, they might have, you know, sent. He wouldn't get caught.
No.
Is he a sneaky boy?
You could say that.
Oh, all right. Well, are you sure he's missing or he's just hiding?
He never would have left me without telling me where he was going if something wasn't wrong.
Love, I've got something to tell you about some people. Sometimes they grow apart and they just aren't good at the breakup thing. So they just sometimes.
We weren't like that.
I've heard the kids call it ghosting.
We weren't. You're making this really hard, Nova. No. We weren't like that. We were traveling companions. We were working together. He was my bodyguard.
I've also.
He never would have left if something wasn't wrong.
Were you paying him? Mm-hmm. All right. Maybe got a better offer, or I look. Sorry, I'm not here to solve your problems and shit. Help you find your friend. So, I'm not here for that either. I'm fucking innkeeper. But if he's come through here, I can ask a couple people, find out. Otherwise, you want to go to the captain of the town guard. He might help you. Now, if that doesn't help, maybe you're dead.
There's a look of absolute horror on her face at that thought.
Sorry.
No, he couldn't be. He's too strong for that. He couldn't have been killed.
I've got news for you, honey, but pretty much everything can die, so
he wouldn't.
He just wouldn't die.
If he was killed, I would.
Are you sure your parents are around here somewhere to help you understand how life?
Sir, I'm an adult. Please treat me like one.
Are you there, Leaf?
Yeah, I could be for sure.
Mr. Catman, your friend here doesn't understand people die. I'm not qualified for this. Can you please handle this? I'm getting really uncomfortable.
I said I would have found him if he was dead. I said I would have found him.
Oh. I'm still uncomfortable. Can you handle this?
Yeah. I'll take care of this, friend. You can go on to the back. Nia, we have to have a long conversation about the life and death cycle.
Anyway, so he sort of like awkwardly shuffles aside and just starts leaning down and talking to someone, and he's trying to make it sound like he's normal, but he's just like, just talk to me for a while. I don't want to talk to the little girl anymore. So him and this person just like staring at each other, mumbling back and forward.
Leaf, I'm gonna go talk to the town guard. I'll be back.
Sure. Do you need a hand, or you got this handled?
No, I'd rather do this by myself. Thank you.
Okay.
Leaf, I believe we have some work to do as well.
Oh boy. Okay.
Heard that we can bet on this fighting pit.
This is a good job we have to do. All right.
This is your kind of job. Yes, I'm
very good.
The gears are turning on how we can rig this as much as possible and make off like bandits.
Very good.
Currently, Auric is at a table with Sloane, with a book open, pointing at letters and saying, "And what sound does this letter make?" And we're just doing it.
She mixes up B and D all the time.
Aw.
No. Reverse it.
You teach her a little trick to make a bed with her hands, and so when she sounds out the word bed, b and d.
Yes,
So
the
they
real
actually look
teacher
like-
tells me how I teach her. But then Oric is also
I'm
old school,
learning.
so he says, now write bed 50 times on this sheet of paper.
How high is 50?
Oh.
Just write it until I say to stop.
Okay. Her writing is very sloppy. We're working on that too.
Your muscle memory will improve.
So as that's happening, and Leaf and Auric, do you want to go investigate any way to rig these fights or whatever you're doing? Or are you going to just sit there chatting about it?
That's
Sorry, yes,
one
Saros.
Auric Saros mix up.
Yep, that'll happen. a few
One.
times. Because you're
Yeah,
Saros
I-
Starweaver and Auric Solaris. They're kind of like both spacey people.
We're pretty spacey.
We're super
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm also just thinking about casting a bunch of spells on Sloane and
For sure.
getting Freddy to use help actions somehow discreetly.
Yeah.
Um,
I think I would want to go around town and spread rumors about Sloane as well. Just kind of
That
like
she's
as
weak?
me and Saros are walking around being like, hey, that new person gonna fight in the pits tonight. I mean, I hope she does all right, because hurt her leg, really favors her right side now, and I think she's gonna have a major tell in the fight tonight.
Make a deception check, please.
A roll?
A roll, the
Ooh.
first roll.
A roll?
Are we playing D&D?
What?
My God.
This isn't
thought we were
just
just
an
telling a
improv
story.
session. Yeah.
Now,
This was just improv.
I think.
Oh,
oh.
oh no!
Living up to the intro, Leaf.
So perfect.
Oh,
Staying
Oh.
true to
it's a one.
character.
it's
Oh,
a
even that
one.
plus 12 can't save you.
Plus 12.
Oh.
I'm so
Plus
good
12?
at deception.
Do you want to use your hero point to help you out or not to get a reroll?
Yeah,
Oh.
I do. I do.
I
First hero
totally
point.
do.
I'm gonna use my first hero point on the first roll, and
Here
here
we go.
comes. All right.
That's better.
It's a 7, becomes a 19.
I'm just gonna roll one of these. All right. So you sort of see a few people's ears perk up, and they sort of turn to you, nod a little bit, talking to their friend. You seem to be spreading rumors very effectively.
All right.
These
Can
are
I-
simple
can I
folk.
look
They kind
at-
of when you say things, they're just like ooh, that, and they like you're not very subtle about it.
Can we get an
Nice.
idea of like who else Sloane might be fighting? Can we ask around? Jeez, I'd hate to have another conversation with this innkeeper.
Oh, I'll do it.
Maybe I'm just trying to get an idea of like who else might be ready for the fight, whether or not they're going to be pulling sneaky stuff as well.
I think the only way to do that is to ask people, because it's not like you're gonna like walk into a boxing gym and be like, that guy might be doing it.
The guy taping quarters to his knuckles.
Yeah. Someone on the fishing bar just punching a sack of fish and just smells terrible.
Oh God, that's
Effective.
So yes, who do you want to ask anything, or you just want to kind of make a general sort of perception check to notice large men?
I guess that's really what I'm looking for. Is I'm looking for who might be a decent matchup against Sloane,
Okay.
and keeping an
Okay.
eye on them.
Do make it 2 checks, 2
Uh,
perception checks, please.
Yep. A second.
All of a sudden,
I'll
there's
have
lots
my
of
character
rolls.
show. I'm gonna make a perception check. Boom. Bad.
Mm-hmm,
2
Yep, one more.
is. Oh my god! Come on here. I'm clicking the wrong things. It's adding proficiencies and masteries. Here we go.
Leaf's
Cool.
bad luck is spread.
That's
So-
performance.
Someone's.
Come on.
Hey.
2 3s.
Right. So, you sort of just notice that there's a lot of you're on a dock. There's a lot of big guys walking around. Some look pretty rough. They could any of these could be fighters, And if they are, knowing what you know of Sloan, they're probably dead.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then yeah, I'm not too worried about it at the moment. I got some more tricks planned for when the actual fight starts getting ready, but
Okay. If no one else is doing anything except for Nia, we'll just go to her, and then we'll go to the fights. So,
Woo.
Nia.
Bracing
The other thing
myself.
to remember is that you were told that one of the guards is going to be joining you for dinner for a drink.
Yeah.
So do you want to go to the town guards, or do you want to wait for that town guard to come to you?
I think I was specifically told to talk to the head of the town guard, so I think I should probably talk to him. And if I
Okay.
don't get anything out of him, I can always ask the young man. But so,
Okay. So you go to the gatehouse, where they have a small sort of building for the town guards. It's a big enough town that they probably have 50 guards for the entire town. But of that, half are like voluntary basis. The other half are actually trained.
I will say she's kind of walking very properly. She's trying to, walking like the noble she is. So.
Okay. So you walk in, and there's like a guy at a desk just like raises an eyebrow to you.
Hi, I was hoping I could talk to the head of the town's guard.
Just points at a door to the left.
All right. She will go up and gently knock if the door's closed.
Enter.
All right. She opens the door.
Bonjour, mon petit. Is there anything I could do for you at all? No?
Yes, sir. I'm looking for someone, you see. A very close friend of mine went missing, and I think he may have passed through here.
Okay, do you have a name at all for this friend of
Yes.
yours?
His name is Aaron. He's
Aaron?
Aaron.
E or A?
E.
E, okay. Okay. And he sort of like goes through a ledger. He's like, I have no reports of a Aaron. Is there something you know of him that could help me find out? No?
Well, he's a younger Goliath. Tattered sailor clothes, a red bandana.
I no, I have not seen a giant homeless sailor. I think. Do you know if he traveled here on land or by sea?
That's what I'm not sure about. We've been separated for a long time, and I'm just kind of trying to retrace his steps. Just hoping that he may have passed through here.
Do you have any information that I could get from you to help you find out where your friend is?
Well, we worked on trading vessels together for a very long time. He mostly took jobs as protection, like hired protection.
There are some big trading vessels heading to Duskfall for there's an event going on there. I'm not very much in the know, but some important people have been heading that way from various towns. That is where I would say if he's meant to be some sort of bodyguard.
Okay.
You've got no other information to go on at all?
Not really, no. I know he was heading this direction, but unfortunately when we got separated, I didn't really have much to go on.
Okay. Well, how do you know he was heading this way?
He was heading to Duskfall.
Then I feel like you knew the answer already.
I wasn't sure if he'd gone through here or if he'd taken a different route.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Well, I am sorry that I could not help you. I have much work to do. If you think of anything else that you could help us find him, come to me.
Thank you for your time.
Just nods to you and gets back to work.
She gives like a small wave and heads out, and I guess towards the docks, because she's on a wild freaking goose chase at this point.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right for Naya.
most of D&D. So you get there, and we'll say it's about 3:30. The gates have opened. There's a good 250 people gathered around. They don't get much entertainment in this town now that the circus has gone, which I guess was only yesterday, but this morning. But still, this is pretty much the fights and fishing. That's it. So
Good to know.
they are excited to see. Apparently, there's some new blood coming to it, and there's lots of rumors going around about new people stepping up. So let's see how this goes. Now you've got half hour to prep. All right, bare knuckle boxing style. Who's cheating by buffing Sloan?
We're in agreement. I see.
That was so perfect. Somebody clip that, please.
All right. So,
The
are you going to
least
cast it
immoral
just-
thing we've done so far.
That's the most immoral thing we've done.
I said least. That's the least immoral thing.
Are you going to cast it just as she steps into the ring?
I am going to. I'm going to cast Fortune's Favor just as she steps into the ring.
Okay. And Saros?
Yes, I will also cast Shield of Faith on her just before she steps into the ring.
I
Okay.
arrive in time to see her stepping into the ring.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Nia.
I was gonna ask if I could subtle spell cast Bless on her.
Sure.
Oh,
All right,
I was
you gotta
also.
tell me what all these things do. I know the bless is a D4.
I also want to cast Magic Aura on her because that's not concentration, and I want to use it to hide the fact that we just cast a bunch of spells on her.
Fortune's favor is advantage, right? It's like a luck point.
It's a luck.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a luck point.
get a
that you
luck
can
point.
use. You'll also have a really trippy vision based on the flavor we've been using for it.
When you spend it, right? Or is it when it's cast? I can't remember. When we did it.
We did it when it was cast, but I think it would make more sense to do it when it's spent, probably.
Oh wait, is that the one that fractures?
but I'll leave it to
all
you.
Different timelines.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's essentially let's see if we can go down one of the different ones, because I didn't like that
All
timeline.
right. So, Sloan, as the Fortune's Favor is cast on you, you sort of feels like you've just been poked hard in the forehead. Like you just sort of visions go past your eyes of about 1,000 fights all happening at once. In some of them, you're just beating people to a pulp. In others, you're getting hit. You've got one where you sort of see yourself get smacked in the jaw breaks, teeth come out, but you just turn and fucking murder someone, just take them down really hard and curb stop them. And you're kind of taken aback by the viciousness. In another one, it's just a nice clean fight with the same guy jabbing back and forward until you sort of get a 1-2 in and he just goes down and gets knocked out. You get hundreds and hundreds of these overlapping more and more rapidly until you see a clear one where you manage to sort of take very little damage and you have your hand up as victor.
Yeah, Auric would just have pretty much like before you went into the fighting pit or engaged in it, you'd just like, now don't be afraid of possibility. And then booped you on the forehead, and all of that happened.
Oh, that's a lot. I like that last one, whatever that. Did you see that?
Just focus.
Leaf is at the back of the line as all these spells start going off all over Sloan. Just kind of walks up and is like, good luck.
Thank you.
And I use my help action.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you
Seems about right.
Crowd.
All right. I've got
You have
Fortune's
advantage
favor.
for 6 seconds.
I have advantage.
So you step into the ring, and on the other side, a man steps in.
Very
Thanks.
important thing.
Yeah.
I have to ask this. Before all this happens, can we place a bet on Sloan?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm putting all my money now.
I have one more buff.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, Nova. I'm so sorry.
You're going to have nothing left for the midnight fight, where I'll probably actually need it.
It's okay. I'm also gonna cast. I feel like there should be something that has concentration in Dunamancy, but these don't. I'm also gonna cast Gift of Alacrity on you so that you get to add an extra D8 to your initiative roll.
Nice.
Right.
Ooh.
So with maximum cheating happening, give me
That
the-
she
I know what
knows
you're
nothing about. She has
I don't
no
know what
idea.
you're talking about.
Can I get the number each of you are betting on Sloan right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 100.
116.
What is
Uh,
betting?
55.
All right, let me have a look here. So we've got 100, 116, and 55.
Yep.
Why are we?
Because I spent a bunch of money on components earlier. Auric would look to Nia and just say, well, sometimes we just need to fight off the ennui of existence, Nia.
All right.
I don't know. What
On the
that
way up
means.
to place the bets, Leaf is like nudging Saros all the way up there and is like, I know it is a bad idea to put all of our money on Sloan, but I mean, she's our friend. We have to do it. It doesn't matter. I know she's gonna lose.
Our room is paid for. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I'm sure we'll be fine.
Make a deception check. I will give you advantage because you're being helped by Saros. See how many more people you can steal money from.
Deception with advantage.
I feel like Nia's just the child watching
There we go.
the everybody.
You've called yourself a child. Write it down.
That's a 25.
I've been calling
Yep.
her a child on Twitter all day.
So you sit there and you bet. You see that people like it listening to you, and they just bet something like 300 on the big man, and they sort of like start betting. There's a few traders left over that are paying big, and everyone else is like paying in silver. Anyways, you step into the ring, Sloan, and this big old greasy sailor that was punching fish smells terrible. Sort of steps in and he sort of looks at you, cracks his neck. Hello, miss.
Mine back.
All right. And shapes up. There's a guy on the end who's like, holds a pen. 3, 2, 1. And then that's it. Roll for your initiative, please.
Let's do
3,
it.
2, 1. Roll initiative.
Add that 1d8 to it as well.
Give 'em.
1d8. Okay. Already screwing this up. Where's my initiative? In here.
All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take your character token from here and just put
Oh, wait a
you-
minute. That's right.
That's not you.
It's not. I'm not looking at the right thing.
Here.
See, Sloan.
I'm going to put
There
you
I am.
next to this person
There I am.
so I can
Okay.
have them fight.
That next
Can't wait to lose all our money in this fight.
Next to.
No,
Where?
I
know,
feel
right?
good. I feel
So
good.
Leaf, I'm pretty sure as long as you
All right,
yell,
initiative.
hit him from the bleachers, that counts as a help action for you, right?
I have to be within 30 feet, so I am going to be like running
Oh,
around
okay.
down right by the pit, being like, "Oh, look out! Oh, look out!"
You're the hype man in the corner.
What's gonna
like-
be
Yeah.
a bigger spectacle? Sloan fighting or the Catman running around?
If you can't find it, just roll a d20.
That's what I'm doing. And then plus a d8.
You've already beat him, so that's fine.
Oh, cool.
Let's see how
that's a
bad she
D10.
beats him.
He rolled a 9. So he sees you step in and he steps forward all cocky and he sort of just like holds his hands open like and like makes the come get some motion. What do you do?
I'm gonna go get some. I'm going to. All right. How does she want to open this? She will just immediately seeing that invitation to start fighting. She's going to first of all, she's going to rage, and second of all, she's going to rush forward and just try and slug him across the face.
All right, remember you do get to make 2 attacks. So
Pop, pop.
yep. just
Oh, Lydia's back.
big haymakers in.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
cool.
Lydia's back.
All
All right.
roll your attacks.
Alright,
Make
let's
sure
do
you
this.
use the. We haven't got unarmed things in the sheet. 1 sec. That's okay. I'll just drop the damage down. Cool.
Okay.
Make your attacks.
Oh. All right, so there's my rage, and where
Just roll your
is-
Kopesh. It's fine. I can do the math.
Okay. All right. Cool. And this is a normal roll, right? Yeah.
So to hit, you
14.
you hit the poor man, and you do. What is your strength, by the way?
My strength is +3.
All right. So you sit there, you move up, and you cock him once in the jaw. His head rocks to the side just as your fist comes in from the other way, just straight into the nose. So roll that second attack for me.
6 damage off the opening hit. Not bad, not bad.
Oh no!
Yeah.
He doesn't even need our cheating.
All right.
Usually, you don't like actually take the damage dice with unarmed attacks. I believe it's just 1+ strength. But because you rolled a crit, I'm going to say that you sort of hit him in the jaw and you clock him dead in the face, and everyone sort of watches as the nose breaks and gets pushed in to his face, and he just sort of sits there, coughs once because he like tries to breathe in, coughs blood, and then just falls to his knees and is just holding his face on the floor, just holding his hand up. No more, thank you.
How do I Sloan?
Nia's covering her eyes at the brutality.
That wasn't a fight. I just hit you.
He doesn't want no more of that. You just broke his friggin' face.
Take the win.
The announcer on the side is just like, yo, is that it? And the guy on the floor just looks at him like tears in his eyes.
Sloan is she's still raging, so she's gonna like kick him over.
Okay, go for it. You kick him over. Actually, yeah, you're raging. Do me a favor, make a wisdom save.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Boy.
Remember all your cheats. 1d4.
It's okay.
The cheating ends up stopping you from
Okay,
killing
you
someone.
feel yourself filled with anger that your opponent's just trying to straight away get out of this fight. I'll let you decide if you want to finish him off, but like you just feel this rage building up with you. This man is so weak.
I think instinct would kick in at this point.
All right.
So, yep.
Cool. So you kick him over. He's going to try to crawl away from you. Make an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Oh, things were going so good in this town.
I know, right?
All right. You grab him by the foot and pull him back, dropping your knee onto like the center of his head, just further pushing in and grinding those bones.
Oh god! Oh.
He sort of
You're
starts
supposed to
whimpering,
fight back.
and the whole crowd is like just gone a bit silent. It's your turn.
Again. Oh Jesus.
Tried to leave. That's all he did. He just tried to get away. You've been like, no.
All right. Well. Keep wailing this poor guy. Oops.
Oof.
Chat screaming, non-lethal.
Nia's just covering her eyes and ears, just like, tell me when it's over.
Yeah, or Oryx contemplating his head.
That's one attack. So you've got your knee on his face. Do you want to push your weight down more on it, or you just want to start throwing blows into his body?
Push more down on it.
Oh god.
Okay,
You're gonna mountain him.
Yeah, you hear a sound of cracking. Make one more attack. If you're gonna throw, do you want to throw your weight once more again on his head?
Yeah.
We might have made a mistake here, Leaf.
Yeah. Leaf had
this
like
is weird.
turned around and was like cheering, and then when he heard everyone stop, like turns back and he's like,
You
oh,
just there's silence. Leaf's like, yeah, and you turn around, you just, and there's blood
Oryx just looks up from his book
cracked
like,
skull, and the guy just goes limp.
Oh no.
Because you're not attacking, your rage starts to wear off. But you feel like, and I don't know if you're going to feel guilty about this, but you also feel this sort of like warmth spread out from your chest. like it's almost it's a reassuring feeling.
She definitely feels guilty about it now that she's, she's calming down a little bit, and she just, oh no. And then I turn and look at Auric, and it's like, I think I did too much.
Auric is looking up from a book to Leaf and Saros at this point, saying, "How did the fight go?"
Saros just kind of locks eyes and then I think jumps into the ring and to this poor guy's side to start casting some cure spells.
Okay.
Mia's gonna run the fuck away.
So, cast yourself your cure spell.
Oh yeah, you're all right there. You're all right there. You can get back up. Oof. Yeah, that's nothing good. Eh? Let's hop back out a little bit, and I think I kind of reach into his cheeks as this night sky energy goes in, and you just hear the crunching reverse back a little bit.
So, he's not. If you hadn't done this, he'd be dead. But he sort of stabilizes, unconscious, but his bones weren't set in his face, so his face sort of just concaves in a bit around the nose and cheek area. And one of the attendees sort of steps up and we got it. And so grabs his feet and drags him to the edge, and then just rolls him out the ring.
Auric stands up and just starts clapping.
They turn back towards Slime
So did I win?
Yeah. Do you want another opponent, or is that it for you today?
I mean, nobody else seems to be enjoying it, but I don't know.
He was our.
I mean, there's still money on the table.
Are you gonna let it ride?
He was your what?
Sorry, he was our former champion. Our current champion, you can fight a bit later. We've got one more you could fight before him, though.
Okay.
Are we letting all bets ride, everyone? That's to you guys.
I'm not gonna change a thing.
Jeez, if he's the former champion, I'm gonna feel bad for the next guy.
All
Mia's
right.
not there. She ran away. So.
No one's noticed. Everyone's just money.
I think it's more like
This isn't no place for a child.
Yeah, it's
So-
at that point that Auric's like,
I'm going to delete this one. All right. So the next human to step into the ring is a sort of very tall man who looks like he's been in a few fights. Scars up the arms, scar on his face. He was selling things outside earlier.
Hmm.
Oh, that guy.
I recognize you.
Right. He sort of nods to you. Says, okay. And sort of shapes up.
Okay.
And there's a 3, 2, 1. Fight. Go for it. So, roll your initiative, this time without the extra.
+9.
Yes. All right.
That's my one. Oh my god, really? Thank you. Excellent. You go first again.
Again. All right. This time, well, she's tried and true. She's going to rage for that bonus action, and then she's going to kind of back up a little bit, and then she's going to charge forward and try to headbutt him in the stomach.
Okay. So you back up a little bit, and he's going to make an attack of up against you.
Oh, he was that close?
Yeah, you guys are like shaping up 5 feet from each other, and it's
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's fine. She's still gonna do it anyway.
Give him a chance.
Yeah.
All right, so ignore the dice. Is that's a 2. Cool. So he
You
misses.
have you have +2 to your AC from Shield of Faith
Yeah.
as well.
Ignore the damage dice.
Sweet.
We're doing that a little bit custom for these fist fights, otherwise they do last forever. So he sort of goes to jab out as you back up, and in that jab, now you're gonna run at him and headbutt him like under the arm. So
What would you
make
like
your
me to
attack.
roll? Do you want me
Just
to roll
do-
the Kopish?
yeah, it just makes it easier. I can do the math on this end.
Cool.
I'm really hoping that would be in 2.
Not lose. Oh, that sucks.
So 1 + 3 + oh my god, 6 damage per hit is really bad.
and
So you pretty much lift him up as you move, because you kind of like hit him,
Yep.
it bounced off your head onto your shoulder, and you're moving
Yep.
with him. What would you like to do?
Yep. And then as I kind of lift him up, I want to like turn and just like slam him on the ground.
Yeah, so you sort of lift and slam,
Yep.
make an attack. Cool.
Oh, that was
You
almost a
definitely hit. And that's right. So he sort of hits the ground and he rolls up to his feet immediately. So half action, half movement to stand up. And then he is going to, as he's rising, try to uppercut you in the chin. So his attack.
Good luck. My AC
A 1!
is
Sway your head to the side. I just feel that whoosh as it comes up. And he reaches up and he sort of grabs your jerkin and tries to lower an elbow into the bridge of your nose.
Oof.
Oh, it was so close. Goes
Nope.
17. Oh, really? So
Nope. My AC is
you,
a 21 right now.
you step forward and you sort of catch him. You get like his tricep, so it's like
Yep.
doesn't hurt you. It's your turn.
All right. So I kind of want to use his momentum against him. And so as he was going down on with the his elbow, I want to just like reach behind his head and just like use that same momentum to bring him down.
Okay, cool. Once more slamming to the ground. Make your attack. That is a 6 to hit. 13 misses.
13 to hit. Okay.
So you try to slam to the ground, because were you actually like throwing your weight forward to like fall with him, or you just
Yeah.
throwing him?
Yeah.
Alright,
No,
so
we're gonna
he
fall with him.
Moves out of it, and you slam onto the ground. You take no damage, but half movement to stand back up.
Yep.
And you can make another attack.
Yep. So now I fell on the ground. I'm gonna like scramble up and just dive for his legs.
Okay, make an attack. So 14. You dive at his legs, and he sort of sidesteps, and you end up just slamming back down to the ground again. You do have half your movement. You can stand up if you want, or you can just stay down there and get kicked.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stand up. Use half my movement to stand up.
That's a shame. Right, so you stand up, and as you're standing up, he's going to reach for your hair to knee you in the face.
Oof.
Man,
Nope.
come on. He misses and like jumps forward. You sort of roll around behind him, and he sort of does a back elbow towards your face. Come on, man, just hit her.
Nope.
So you catch his elbow. You're now behind him, so you can do whatever you want. You have his elbow in one hand and
Elbow.
behind him.
I'm behind him.
Yep.
Okay. Can I try and like dislocate his shoulder and like turn it?
Sure,
Just
make
turn it.
make one attack as opposed to 2, and I'll let you pop his shoulder out.
Oh God.
Oh no!
That's
so
12 on that die.
he's just there, he's just like, ah, he's just, as it like pops.
Ah, okay.
"Ah." And you've still got his arm. In his turn, he's going to reach up to grab you, and then he's going to throw his weight around to sort of throw you, and then try to land on top of you.
Body slam.
I'm going to only make one attack as well, but I'm going to give him advantage this time. Since I let you do something cool, he's going to try to do something a bit more cool as well. I did not roll with advantage, but I'll do it in a second time anyway. just hit her. So he tries to grab you,
Unstoppable.
and you sort of reach back, and he just feels that sort of tearing in his shoulder. It is your turn once again, as he is not having a good day. He is also like sweating at this point, very heavily, breathing very hard.
All right. So I'm still behind him.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to the shoulder that I just popped out. It's terrible. Going to bite his shoulder.
Oh God.
All right.
Oh man, loaded.
Really? I'm really getting
Here,
flashbacks now. Jesus God.
Oh
Here I
boy.
thought we were the dirty ones for cheating.
So you go to bite his shoulder,
What
and he
was talking
sees you
about?
coming in with the and he jumps back, shoving the solid bone into your teeth, and you miss. Make a second attack.
All right.
It's like I want a reminder of some of the cheats we gave her, but I'm like, just play it out.
Yeah.
She seems to be doing fine.
All right. So having missed, she'll her head will go back a little bit, and she'll try and she'll go down to the side and just throw her weight against his shoulder and try to knock him over.
Okay, so against his sore shoulder, you're gonna throw your weight against it.
Yeah.
Oh, all
Oh
right.
my God.
That was very Sloan. Just like, yes, I will continue to punish
Yes.
that one spot.
Yes.
Right.
I hurt you here for a reason.
This is horrifying.
He's gonna
Okay.
look like Leaf at the
Can
end.
I have the 18 instead? Oh, wait a minute. I have Fortune's Favor. I want to re-roll that.
Yeah, go for it.
Can I do that?
You
Yeah,
can
that's how
do
that
that.
works, right? Cool.
That's 2.
God damn it.
No.
Oh, and that's a 1.
So you try to throw your weight against it, and he turns, breaking the hold, and he's going to use it to spin and try to backhand you in the face. Please hit her once.
Oh,
Yes, he's hit you once.
That will hit.
He hits you across the face. You take a 4 damage as it sort of claps you in the teeth, and then he's going to use the momentum to bring his shin up to hit you in the ribs.
just gonna make her madder.
Mm-hmm.
You hits you in the ribs, and you just catch his leg, so he's now standing on 1 foot. What would you like to do?
First of all, how many points of damage was that? Did I take? I
You
missed
took a
it.
whole 4 damage.
4. It's fine.
Does that
What's
include the
All right.
raging resistance?
2 damage. 2 damage.
Okay. Add 2 back in there. Okay, cool. All right, so I have his leg. All right, so I want to I want to bring it up under him and just slam back,
Oh God.
like a reverse body slam.
Okay, so you're holding his leg. He's in front of you. You want to?
Oh, he's in front.
Yeah, he's in front of you.
I thought he was
no,
behind
no,
me.
no.
Okay.
He's in front of you.
All right, so then I'm gonna break his ankle. You just break
Oh
it.
God.
1 attack, right? To
Just palm heal it.
All right. Where's the?
Oh no! Do you mind if I flavor this a bit more than a broken ankle?
Oh my
I think that might be the
goodness.
whole leg, buddy.
So you twist it and hear a crunch, and as he twists
Natural
around,
20.
you throw your knee up, hitting the side of his leg, so it's a broken knee, and you fall on his knee, snapping his leg, and he's just and he slams the ground. That's it. He's done, and he starts to he puts his head down on the mat, breathing very heavily.
And so she'll stand up and she's not gonna do any more damage, but she's gonna stand up
wisdom save.
panting, and she's gonna say, W-I-N. That spells win.
Oh my God, I love her.
Make
God damn
a
it.
wisdom save, Sloan.
Okay.
Orc is very proud of her spelling ability. More so than winning this match.
Alright. So, you sort of feel good about your victory, and that you don't feel the need to completely kill this man like you did the previous one.
All right.
You can. He sort of sits there, rolls onto his back. He's like, he just holds up a hand, and then just pretty much passes out in pain. You see the champion at the edge of the ring. Broad man, another one. Looks at you like,
No
We-
other women. Anyway,
we will meet later. After dark. If you want to fight me.
Shit.
Coward.
you don't want to fight right now?
No, I think you need more than this.
All right.
And the crowd is sort of like just seeing you dismantle two men. Are just like eyeing each other off, and they just start dispersing. There is a bit of a talk of, oh, later that could be interesting. So later in a fight with weapons, you'll be meeting the champion.
Very good.
Well, I
least
suppose that
who,
answers the
tries
question
to
of whether
stand
you're
it
going to
here.
fight later.
Yes, it does. That made the decision easy. And
Cut
do
as
I
a
have a
forfeit on our
cut? Do I
bets.
have a cut right here?
Oracle just like put a tiny, like his pinky against like this very small abrasion from the one hit he got. Like, I think you'll be okay.
I felt it, and I just wanted to make sure I wasn't imagining things.
All right. You
That's
see,
fun.
as you guys are like maybe about, there's the champion along with another guy, a big orc, and a woman that you have seen once before. Onyx-like skin, glowing eyes, and they're sort of kitting up, getting all their weapons and armor on. But it's a few hours yet until that fight. You have made the guy comes around and is like, we heard she was gonna be just, you know, leaning on, apparently weak on one side.
Oh, well,
We're
must
as
have
surprised
had
as
pretty
you are.
rough odds against her then, hey?
Yeah, she really did. But after dismantling the first man, and we don't have that many high rollers here, who put in 100? It was Leaf, right?
Yeah.
He hands you a fairly large sack of gold with 300 gold pieces in it.
Very good.
116 from Saros became 350.
Buddy.
And the 55 from Auric became 135. He's like, we pretty much ran dry this one. Just not enough high rolling betters, I guess. Tonight should be different. The champion's fairly wealthy, always bets on himself. So
Couple
see how that
of
goes.
maybe higher rollers show up to the late night show.
Usually, yeah. And from the back, you just hear. And Yako is standing there. It's like, well, that was something. I came to tell you that the boat's ready whenever you are. Thought it would take longer, but it's done. Up. I'm gonna go wait there. Good job. Looking at Sloane.
Thank you.
Say that this is an excellent haul all around. I'm erring on the side of caution here, but we may want to simply take that boat.
Fight
Oh,
in the other one, but it was
mean,
a
the
challenge.
bet's- The bet's
You don't
against
walk away
us,
from
sir.
it, but you don't walk away from a challenge.
Sometimes you walk away from a challenge if there are better opportunities elsewhere. I've recently remembered that we've made quite a mess on this island, this continent, and perhaps
acquiring fame for our fighting prowess in this town is not conducive to escape.
Can we do some more reading before we leave?
Of course. And we've made plenty of money if we can find some creamy brulees, as you call them. I'd be happy to purchase them for you.
I would like that.
So are you all heading towards the ship?
Nia ran away.
I'm looking
a
at
long
Leaf
time
'cause
ago.
I-
She doesn't know where the what you
yeah,
guys
we
are
gotta
doing.
find Nia.
And then Nia is left behind to deal with these issues.
Rolling a kid.
Nia's
Fine,
once again
fine.
in jail.
Yeah, right.
I didn't do anything this time, I swear.
And we're just keeping you here until we find your parents.
All right, so Leaf, it's up to you apparently. Are you heading to the boat or heading to find Nia?
Leaf is like flicking a gold piece through, like sort of weighing the bag and like flicking a gold piece around and looking at Saros. And he's going to turn back to the better. How, an average night, what does somebody make on a midnight fight? Should an underdog like our friend Sloan there take the pot?
If she'd not done these fights, I would have said 10 to 1. But given what she's done here, probably 3 to 1 odds.
All right. And most of that pot would be coming from that champion there, hey?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll see you later then. And then nodding to Saros, let's collect the kid and go find that boat.
You did drop
do not
all your
think-
stuff at the inn as well, just to remind you.
Oh, yeah.
Another one. Thanks, Leaf.
Do not think she has much of a penchant for violence. But it's good to see that this one does. And I like clap Sloan on the shoulder. It was an impressive round. 2 rounds, really.
Thank you. I was the one of the best fighters, actually, the best fighter from where I come from. So it felt good to show that a little bit.
Well, you certainly did. You're so soft-spoken, but you got some real psycho shit going on under there. Hey.
Well, I don't really like to hurt people, but sometimes I can't help it.
Yeah, could have fooled me. Well, I'm just it's all to say that I'm just impressed and happy to be on this side of the fence with Sloan. You know what I mean?
I think so.
So, as you guys are having this conversation, you start hearing lots of sounds coming from outside, sort of not the front of the inn, further to the back, like the streets behind. And there's the sound of maybe 15 horses moving down streets.
Ooh, that might be that might be a sign to get out of here.
Yes. I suggest we move with some haste and discretion.
Do you all have much back at the inn?
Well, did we have
Belongings.
all our weapons and stuff with us?
I imagine
Some
they'd
extra,
all be
like,
at the in
backpacks
the
and
inn.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I need to go back for my sword.
Well, we need to find Nia, so perhaps we should find her and return to the inn, acquire our things, and make haste to the docks.
Maybe that is where she went. Maybe we can. And I forget who said it earlier, but whoever said it, she's going to look at them. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Right, you are.
We'll also need to collect Chestnut and Smoky, so perhaps 1 to the inn, 1 to the stable, 1 to the ship. And one to search for Nia?
Sounds like
I
a
would
good
very much
idea.
like to go to the ship.
I'm going to go get my sword at the inn. Do you want me to get your things as well?
Yes.
Okay, I will need
Probably
your
a good
key.
idea.
Yeah, I give my key over to Sloan.
Yeah, same.
Same.
So, just so we all know, Nia, where did you go run and hide?
She probably ran down an alley, as far away from those sounds as possible. As soon as she started hearing crunching bones, she booked it as fast as she could and as far away as she could.
Okay, as far away as you could. We
In
put
that
you-
amount of time.
I mean, it's a few minutes. You can pretty much get clear to the side of town. So, Sloan, as you walk into the inn, you see a very, very large armored man in sort of metallic red armor with gold trim, wearing a helm with a horsehair plume. He looks human, but the hair spilling out seems to give off its own light. It spills out from under the helmet, and he's about 9 feet tall. And the there's two knights with him standing either side, who are about 5.5 to 6 feet tall. The two of them, and he gives a, "Oh yeah, I've seen something like that. A bunch of them came in. There was a cat man, if you believe it. Oh," and then points to you, Sloan, as you walk through the door. She was with them. Miss, you wouldn't know what happened in a town down south, would you? Apparently some people killed the mayor. And this large, very large man swings around and draws a sword from his hip that's the size of a greatsword and starts advancing on you.
Oh no. Is there space for me to run around and go up and get mine?
Yeah, go for it.
Run around and go get my sword.
All right.
Wonderful,
So
Nova.
you run around and head upstairs and you grab stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to get out of here, there's the door you came in to your room where your sword
Yep.
is, which
Yep.
will lead to the hallway where that man is approaching, or
Yep.
there's the window on the second floor.
Out the window.
All right. Make an acro to just jump clear out the window.
Is she going to land directly into the cart as I'm driving it down the street?
No, because this is out into the alley.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay. So you make it through the window, but you kind of clip your feet on the way through. And Nia, who's sitting there head in hands, just watches as Sloan lands face first in front of her, just cut to shreds with glass. I'm going to roll some d6s here.
Okay.
How can I make this more? Let's make it this much because of the glass and the falling and the face.
Oh, God.
That's not a 6,
Jesus.
it's 22.
Oh,
22 points of damage, and
Okay. It's fine. Still over 100.
One of the knights come. You can hear him running through the house, and this guy looks down on you from above, and he holds up a hand, and flames start spinning brightly around his hand.
Okay.
You
Nia's.
should roll for initiative now.
Both of us?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean I would if I was you.
Oh God!
Alright.
Wait.
I'm just having a drink with Yako over
All right,
at
I'm just going to move you guys quickly. So we've got Nia, Sloan, and then you guys can move to the battle map if you so wish. It'll be a fairly big thing, as Auric is up here getting on the boat. I know this is a very spread out battle map to everyone, and I apologize. Saris and Leaf are kind of taking the horses up, and we will have this man and this man. So there's a man at the end of the street, and there's a guy. I'm just gonna put him on the building because he's in the building, looking down at you.
And that's
Now.
the one that's got the flames, right?
Yes. So this will mostly. I'm just doing this so everyone can see. Producer Veg, if you want to go to the map, I know it's a bit big, but at least you give people an idea. Mostly this will be theater of the mind. It's just to get an idea of where things are. So
I'm gonna get away from the fighting, damn it.
I'm going. All right. So if you guys remember how to do this, you right-click your character, hit the cross swords and shield, and then you can get added to the battle tracker, and then you can roll for initiative there.
Okay.
So that is a green.
Should we all roll?
I mean, I would just to see what your reactions are.
Sure.
Cool. Cool.
I did it.
And I gotta do this guy. So.
I always get stuck in the middle of trouble. I didn't. God damn it.
Okay, so Auric, on the boat, you hear a crash come from the town. Do you do anything, or just you're just talking to Yako about the magic of your ship?
So I hear a crash in the direction of the Falling Star Tavern where we were staying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he would have to pull himself from it, but he would definitely. I would just start heading towards that. I think.
Do you want to make a very low DC Wisdom save, or are you happy just to be like, I do it? It's up to you. I don't mind which one.
No. I'd actually, I'd rather do the DC save.
All right, it's going to be DC 10. So I'm telling you outright what it is for your distractedness. This is where I pray that he rolls a 1. No, that'll do it. So, yep, you sit there and you're like, and you look over and you see sort of everyone looking towards the tavern that you came from.
Okay, so I would just start heading over in that direction. As soon as I'd go as far as I can, I would only go as far as I need to see what's happening. So, I mean, if I'm looking at the battle map, if I use just my movement to get about there, about into that courtyard area, would I be able to see the commotion in the alleyway?
Yeah, you'd be able to see Nia Sloan, the knight out front, but not the guy in the window. And there are a bunch more knights coming from far, far down the dock. They're a good 600 feet away, though.
Okay.
And they are being led by another one of these big dudes.
Whew, okay. So what I would do then in that situation is, I don't want to accidentally kill a bunch of people. So I'm going to,
this time.
This time. I think I would actually honestly, oh wait, no, is that a touch spell? No, okay. I am within 60 feet of Sloane, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then I would actually just cast Fortune's Favor on her again to give her a little bit of a buff there.
Okay.
And that's pretty much my turn. I'll be all set there.
All right, cool. Hit end turns. We can go to Sloane. Sloane, you're going to have to use half your movement to stand up. And if you want to drag Nia with you, you need a little slower, but not a huge amount.
Yeah. I definitely want to pick Nia up and just start like barreling through just trying to run.
Right, so
not very like protecting her. She's using her shoulder to barrel through. She's not, to be clear, she's not using Nia as a
human shield. All right, so you can move 15 feet in your movement from standing up, being half at 20. I'm going to count 5 because you're so strong. 5 feet of movement to pick her up, pretty much, and then 15 to move. You can then dash if you need to.
Okay.
Which will then be half your movement.
Okay. So she's
just
gonna
because
go
she's going to be
5,
not too heavy, but
10. Oh, damn it.
I'm
She's
5
gonna
feet tall. I
enter.
don't weigh a lot.
She's going to. If I go here, no, I'm still. Never mind. I'm going to provoke an attack of opportunity, but that's okay.
Either way,
I just want to get out. All right, so 5, 10, 15, and then I am going to dash. So, and you said that's
he's
how
going to
much
make
for
a second
dashing?
up against you, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And he has Sentinel. So I
Oh,
might get. Oh, I know.
Auric is going to use his reaction, as he does when his friends are in danger, to to I forgot the name of the thing. He is gonna get temporal shunt. He's getting temporal shunted.
Okay. Is there a save on that, or is he just gone?
DC 17 Wisdom save. Let me put it into the.
Yep.
Time to relive your childhood, dude.
Okay. Yes, time to relive your childhood.
Just put the spell down so I can roll the save.
Yeah, I thought I had. Let me. There we go.
So click him, click here. Oh no.
I don't know. I accidentally did my own wisdom save.
He fails. No, the knight, passes with a 19. So he sort of, you rolled really, really well. So he sort of just like, he feels that pressure. He's like, what? And he made a great sort of attack against you, Sloane, which hit on a 19, doing 17 slashing damage. And you are halted.
Damn it. Okay. So that means I didn't dash, so I still have an action.
No. Technically, you started the dash. It was just stopped. Much like a
Fair.
movement is started and then stopped.
There. Okay.
I know it's a bit dickish, but
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, she's just gonna focus on making sure Nia is safe.
okay.
And that is
Cool. Who is next? Leaf.
I'm gonna move Nia's token up by Slime since that's technically where she is.
Yeah. Go for it. Thank you. Leaf, it's your turn.
Okay, so all of our equipment is in the inn.
It's in the Sloane's back at the moment, I guess.
It's on Sloane's back. Okay.
Yeah.
Sloan got it.
I will say
backpacks.
Sloane got it.
promptly dove out the window. Yeah, she's tripled in size with all of the things that she's carrying.
So then Leaf is going to run to Sloane and grab his sword if it's sticking off of her back.
Yep.
Of course it is.
So
Only because I don't want you to lose all your magic items session 1 will I be saying yes to this.
So he's gonna run down. He'll have to use feline agility to do it. So that doubles my movement speed. I'm gonna grab that sword and and then swing it at the knight.
Yep, go for it.
Yeah. Okay.
God.
So because I'm a revised ranger and he hasn't acted yet, I get advantage.
Go for it.
Nice.
Let's give him a swing. Where's that baby?
Oh no.
Ish.
No, I'm
Very
not going to
nice.
read that giant block of text about all the details about his magic sword.
Yeah, that's right. Knight takes 10 damage. So you sort of get it and you like lean around Sloane and you slash across this knight, and he sort of like has just been pushed a bit by Sloane. Sloane's like stepped around, and he's a bit shocked that you've done this. That'll be your turn though. Do you want to hit end turn for me?
Yeah. So and I guess as a bonus action for just the help action for Sloane.
Yeah.
Just whatever you're doing, do it quick.
Now it's Saras's turn, who is currently trying to get the horses on board. Do you want to finish getting the horses on board, or do you want to just forget about them and hope for the best?
I mean, I'm assuming that I'm on top of like the wagon, if that's the case.
Yeah.
So I think Saros turns around, sees this Sloane jump out a window, Leaf go running back, and I'm just goes, not today. This isn't gonna happen. And I would like to cast Banishment.
Ha!
So
Nice.
From your angle, you won't see the guy in the window, but you see the knight on the floor.
Yeah, that's the guy I targeted.
Yep,
Who appears
cool.
to have failed the save.
Boop. He has been banished to the shadow plane.
Bye.
Yeah, he's just not there for the moment. Cool.
And you go see Saros like do the finger like the wrap it up motion, and he's like, "Yeah, folks, it's time to go. Let's get the hell out of here."
You guys all hear, as you enter, by the way, this screeching noise. And the light from inside the window, the fire sort of flares up, and the roof of this place is sort of blown off in a fire pillar.
God.
And he sort of makes the knight inside is swinging his sword down. You just see the entire side of this tavern just blow out as he casts a fireball. Now, if I remember correctly, these people just always cast their fireball at level 6. Cool.
Ooh.
Is this the burning again?
It's definitely a thing.
Guys.
So, yeah,
Curious if these are folks from Jotunheim, but
this button.
Can I do anything to stop this? Hold up.
High levels. No one can see him inside the building.
A good question is, do any of us recognize this armor from any?
Yeah, like who the
Nearby.
fuck are these guys?
I guess it's really only Sloan who's seen it at this point because he hasn't come out.
Oh
yet.
my god,
Oh,
that's
God.
so many
Oh,
dice.
Oh my god.
And he's casting it pretty much
Oh.
here.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
Oh,
everyone
fuck.
there
Okay.
just took a ton of damage. So this, I believe, takes your dexterity saves into account as it's done because we're using Foundry.
Yes.
So
Of course I failed.
Sloan is resistant to some people are resistant to things, but we've got Leaf takes 29 damage and he takes 29 damage. Everyone takes 29 damage except for the creature itself who takes 14.
Evasion. I would like to evasion.
You would like to evasion? Why did you tell the chat what evasion does?
I will click the button.
Beginning 7th level, you can
He's
nimbly
real
dodge
quick
out
like a
enemies,
cat.
such as red dragon fire breath
Did we have
spells.
to make a dex save for that?
So
Oh,
what
it-
it does
it
is
auto-made our
it
dex
automatically
saves.
rolls all that for you, which is great. So I can just
Okay.
say you all failed. It had a
Okay.
DC of 18, and yeah,
I have advantage on those, on dex
it
saves.
should take it into account.
Okay.
also-
Yeah.
God, I wish. I wish
So
it would have been.
when you're subject to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw, so take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, which you did not, unfortunately.
So I take
So-
half damage instead.
Mhm.
So, boom, that fireball rips into the side of this place, which goes up, and the innkeeper runs over and says, "Whoa! What are you doing?
This poor guy.
Kevin?" And he sort of sees what's happening and tries to come over to help. The creature inside, with its move speed, is going to move to here. It is fast, just letting you know this. But that's its turn
See
done.
that?
Does it? Is
Ooh,
it like
thank God.
Pardon?
or flying there?
It flies there.
Ah.
Right. I will remove all these markers. But yes, it is. Don't know why it's not letting me in my turn. Fine. It is now Nia's turn. We will just have to imagine the turn thing moves.
I don't fucking know what I'm gonna do here. I was sitting in an alley being like dealing with some shit, and now a fireball just went off. I don't know what's going on. Why does this always happen? Okay, fuck. I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on. I was like fucking gathering my head, man.
So as you're sort of like looking around shop, Yako's like, boats ready, come on. Like trying to get you guys to move this way as fast as possible.
I'm trying to figure out a way that I could. I'm on Sloan at this point, and
If
I'm
you
not
want
going
to
to.
dismount Sloan, that's fine. You just want.
Well, that's the thing. Do I want to give up being attached to something with more movement speed than me? Do I really want to give that up?
Yes, but it's not in your turn, so you can
Yeah.
you can run in your own turn, and then she can pick you up and move you extra if she needs to.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's do it. Do it. I'm going to dash.
Cool. Good for
And
it.
as soon as I feel that she's trying to squirm out to go run,
Just let her
I'll
go.
let her down.
Just yeah,
I guess-
don't go straight past that man.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Serpentine.
again.
Yeah, serpentine.
Duck and
I'll pull her.
weave, Nia. Duck
Yeah.
and weave.
I'm tiny. It's fine. All right. I'm small.
Don't pull
So,
a
yeah,
Rickon.
I'm gonna try my hardest to avoid this dude and just get right behind Saris.
Yep, go for it. So you
Bye.
move up there, and it is now Auric's turn.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is just to give a little flavor to it, because I like to give that when I'm a spellcaster. For those at home, Auric's spell book has a little socket in the front where there is a peculiar round orb there. He is going to wave a hand, and that orb is going to come out, and you can see it sort of pulsing with dunamantic magic. And I am going to attempt to cast or use my ability. It's not a spell. Where is it on? I'm going to use momentary stasis on the terrifying flying fireball person. It is a DC. It is a Constitution saving throw, so 17 DC, and it will. It is essentially.
Last.
It is only. I think it's only one turn that it lasts.
If you want
so yeah.
to spend your hero point, I'll let you do that to make sure this succeeds.
I absolutely 100% am going to use my hero point to make sure that it succeeds, so that he is temporarily frozen in time.
Okay. With him frozen and the night like on fire. Oh god, Master Y. Would the rest of you like to flee for the boat as fast as possible?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
All right.
Yes.
The knight's not on fire. He's banished. He's not there.
Yeah, he's coming back in a moment.
And then he's gonna be on
Got less
fire.
a minute.
Yeah, I know. All right, so you guys all rush to the boat, jump on board, and Yaku's like, well, it's going to be interesting at least, and whistles, and the sail unfurls, and it's this beautiful, like, pearlescent material that it just, like, shimmers with color, and the boat just, by itself, starts moving and maneuvering out of the dock. And with all of you sitting there looking at each other about what the hell just happened, and the poor tavern owner had followed the Catman, be like, what, Catman? And he came to you, and then you ran, he's like, no, Catman! And he's on the boat, he starts moving, he's like, oh, what's up? It's just on fire. What?
Wait, the tavern keeper's with us?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
And the boat moves out of port. We'll end the session there.
Well, I think that went absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
I think I have a cut. I have a bigger cut now, I think.
Nia's sobbing.
Welcome aboard, sir.
Thank you all for that game. That was very fun. Thanks to the chat for showing up and all the
Thanks,
fun
chat.
things.
Thank you, everyone.
Usually I would do a everybody's favorite moment, just one quick thing from everyone, but we are a little over time. So unless you guys can keep this to like a sentence with no discussion about it, we will have to skip that for next time. So what do you want? Favorite moment, one sentence, or skip?
Kibble.
Homeless sailor.
Okay, so Sloan, favorite moment.
The kibble line.
Please.
New crew member, bar guy on the boat. Love that.
Child.
Homeless sailor, repeatedly.
Yep. Cool. Saros.
I'm gonna go with broken nose getting more and more broken.
Concave face.
And lastly, Warwick.
I would also kind of agree. No, favorite moment, maximizing the cheating buffs on Sloan for her to only use one of them.
So that was all great. I really enjoyed this. It's been a long time since I've been in the DM seat on the channel, so I really appreciate being given such a great crew to work with. And thank you very much to Should Have Been Jedi. Let's tip $40 for the Nat 20s. Some 20s for Whistle and Sean for next session. So you both got that.
Ooh, nice.
And you all got yourself a platinum coin or a hero coin. So that'll be useful as you are sailing off into the distance. Right. So before we go, I would like very much to thank Brepai again for the amazing art. It's just look at Leaf there with his two arms. That's not right. So she was so mad at me. She's like, The game hasn't started, Carl. You fucking took his arm off already. You know how long it takes to draw fur on an arm? I'm like, I'm sorry. So sorry, Bree. So thanks to Bree. Check her out in the panels below. Thank you very, very, very much to Dungeon Fog for the amazing program. We will be using that a bit. We're also going to be making videos on how to use that in the near future. We just need time as we've had 2 games start this week. So that's been hectic. And again, thank you to Hero Forge with their amazing new Hero Forge 2.0 with their color minis. It's really cool. We are all going to be getting minis. Well, everyone but me, because DM is going to get minis for their characters, and we're going to be setting up a camera with like a table to play at, so you can see the little toys move around and fight stuff.
Best part.
So there's that. So thank you very much, Hero Forge. Other than that, you can find more out about Roll for Damage in the panels below. So check us out: Discord, YouTube, Twitter, other things. Go have a look. And I'll let the crew say goodbye and have a quick word about themselves. We are a little over time. I know it's very late for you guys, so we'll try to keep it short and sweet. Starting with, I'll actually do it right on the stream this time. Sean, who played Ulrich.
Yes. Thank you everyone so much for joining us tonight. This was so much fun. This was a great first session. Very excited to be playing Ulrich some more and getting into that Dunamancy. I, once again, am the DM for Paradise RPG's Twitch channel, so go check us out. We have our 1-year anniversary show this Monday. There's going to be some very exquisite giveaways throughout the show, so come by and see if you can win a few things. Yeah, that's what we do. We love D&D, and we love hanging out, and we love collaborating with Roll for Damage.
Thank you. Next up, we have Agent Number 1, who played Saros.
Hello. I'm Agent Number 1. I've been playing your very calm, totally the nice healing party member guy who is not a sociopath, unlike everybody else who keeps blowing things up. You can find me over at Wonders and Blunders podcast. There's links for it down below over to the side. And you can also check me out here on Twitch, where I play games on Mondays and Friday mornings currently, with some more added time slots coming very soon.
All right. Next up, we have Whistle, who played the little girl Nia.
Hi, I'm Whistle from the channel Whistle While You Work, a channel where I tell stories of my D&D antics and draw whatever fun D&D stuff comes to mind. Find me on YouTube at Whistle While You Work, spelled WYSTLE, on Twitter at WhistleWhis, or Instagram at Whistle While You Work. And this was traumatizing.
Oh my gosh. Sure. Beginning of next session, Nia's just going to be sobbing.
Just rocking back and forward, holding her knees.
She already is, right? She probably started crying the minute she got on that boat.
Sloan was 100% like the nice one in this group that you knew.
Next up, we have Sloan. Played by, do you prefer S. Roby or Sroby?
S. Roby.
S. Roby.
S. Roby. That's me. Hi, everybody. I'm Shannon. I am also a member of Paradise RPG. I am our community manager, and I play our rogue Scarlet on Monday nights. And as Sean said, we have our 1-year anniversary coming up on Monday, which is so exciting. So come by, hang out, win some stuff. And thank you everybody for tuning in. I love Sloan. I love her so much, and I'm sorry for the nightmares.
And then there is Leaf, played by Turbo Andrew. Which is that your name in Twitch, by the way, or is it actually Mike?
I think it's Mike Fardy.
We will change that later then, Mike Fardy.
All good. I'm Mike Fardy. I'm the DM for Wonders and Blunders. You should check us out. Thank you so much for coming to watch this. This was an absolute blast. Thank you, Nova, for a fun time. And I got to keep all my limbs tonight, which I'm going to be happy for every session.
Hey, 3 for 3.
Happy trails.
All right. And lastly, hi, I am Nova, or Nova 1. I am part of the team that makes up Roll for Damage. We have a bunch of games. On Monday night, we've got a Humblewood game, which is just cute little woodland critters dealing with big issues. That is run by Josh the Pirate. It has a great cast. Check it out. I believe it starts at 8 p.m. AWST. On Thursdays, we have the Academy of Xandar, which is best way to explain it is it's like a Harry Potter, but for like reform school, not just a wizarding school. So it's just all the edgy characters there, and the dark characters. There's some interesting things. Check it out. And that's at the same time, 8 p.m. everywhere, AWST. On Fridays, we have a game over at the Game in Australia channel, which runs from 6 p.m. AWST as well. That is DM'd by producer Veg. Again, great cast. You'll see a lot of overlap in our cast and DMs. And then there's this game, which runs from 9:30 to 12:30 p.m. EST every Friday. So come, check us out, have a good time. And if there's anything I've missed, producer Veg is going to cover it. Producer Veg?
Yep. I play one over at Paradise too, so I got to keep the trend going.
She loves the murder. She
I
just
do.
loves the
I
murder.
do.
When you get that blood going.
There we go. I should no longer be a robot. No, you cover everything. I think the only thing we got to do is give a big shout out to the job that you and Brie have done putting together all the animatics.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because that is
Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing work.
Love it.
Love it.
absolutely baller. And I
Can
think
we just
with that, sorry, go ahead.
We just appreciate that he put together those 3 intros in like a day.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Really good work.
That was amazing.
Like seriously.
Thanks,
With no
guys.
training. No, they're absolutely amazing. It's been lovely having you guys. So we're going to do what we do every time we finish a stream, and that's pass across the love to a fellow community member. And today we actually have the privilege to be on the same time as someone who I absolutely love and adore, and his name is Pavlovaface. I owe him a lot of love for stepping up and saving us a couple of times, helping out with interview sessions and playing in one-shots. He's a lovely individual. He's currently playing Time to Cry. No, that isn't the game.
Cuphead. Yes.
Cuphead, yes.
No, that's the
That's
subtitle
accurate.
name.
Yeah, yes. He's playing Cuphead, and he's going to cry a lot. So we're going to jump in on him with this big old raid. You show him a lot of love, tell him all about the game, ask him about what he's got going on, and spam your favorite raid emote from whichever channel you wish. But before we go, I think we'll play that Hero Forge thing again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys,
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
say your goodbyes now, and we'll see y'all at same time next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.
One day your cat will kill you, Mike.